Grumpus rolled the dice and hit that like. Thank you. Appreciate you, man. Grumpus, I have a link. If you want it, you can join us on the live stream tonight. Terry, what up? My cousin Angela is here. I'm trying to open this up. I can add her to the stream. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Dylan, I'm gonna have to put some headphones on probably. It always acts up sometimes. So what's up with you?
Nothing.
All right. Working. I know. Women in engineering. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Grumpus, Terry, what's up? Grumpus is just finishing supper. Give me a bit. Man, it's dinner. What'd you say?
My lip is disgusting.
What'd you do to your lip?
It's like a I don't know. It's like it got like it looks like I hit myself. I don't know. And like it's trying to heal, but it's like it stands out.
Did Gabby hit you? Am I gonna have to?
Do I feel safe?
Blink twice if you're okay. So I'm gonna shout out Angela because she sent me a text message at 6 p.m. that said, "Don't forget about doing StreamYard." Oh, this is barely hear you. All right, so let me see. I might have to turn my mic up if you can't hear me. Can you hear me all right, Angela?
Yeah, I can hear you. Mm-hmm.
All right. How about no? It looks like everything looks like it's cool, but I'll speak up. But so Angela sent me a text message at exactly 6 p.m. and I was like, oh, and then when I saw the message and I saw the time and I was like, oh man, you set a reminder for that and then she's like, yeah. But also I have to give a shout out to Marlon because Marlon also sent me an email this morning that I saw 10 minutes ago. I'm so bad at checking my email. So yeah, yeah. So thanks, Marlon, too. And I guess since we're talking about folks that aren't here, shout out to Bumpy because he's going to be watching this later and he should be here right now. So I think I'm going to send him a text message and be like, hey, yo, can you hear?
Is that my cousins?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I feel like they're tickling number 2. That's usually what elicits screams like that. So if you are awake, and not busy.
Quentin's gonna be coming down here to work.
Oh no, that's what's up. Wow. Well, I accept the position, so we are relocating in a few months. Nice.
Who is we? You and Peloton?
He and his girlfriend. He got a girlfriend.
Oh, I was like, who is we?
It's a smellaton or a fakeaton or what do we officially sorry. What do we officially call it? Because it's not Peloton. Hey Jimmy, I sent you the link and here if anybody else is free or wants to, here's the link to the StreamYard. Kent, that's an open invitation to you too. If you are ready and able, feel free to join the StreamYard stream. If I keep doing these StreamYards, I might actually pay for this one day, and so I can take off where it says StreamYard over there. I guess. I know. I can also. It matters to me because it's like, oh, you're you know. But then I'm also limited to the number of people who can be on the stream.
It said 10.
6. It's 6.
Oh, okay. So it told me 10.
Oh, why did it tell you 10?
I don't know. It said up to 10 people can join.
Yeah, 10 people can join when you pay for it. Only 6 people can join when it's free. Sure. Yeah. That's how they get you. They're like, but I want 10. There's the carrot, you know? Yeah. Girlfriend. Oh, damn, Grumpus. Yeah.
Right.
Well, dang, even Quentin's laughing. Yeah, he's got a girlfriend. Does she? Where does she live, Quentin? She doesn't live with you, right?
Oh, you making burritos.
He said that's cold blooded. What up, Jimmy?
What's going on?
How you doing? So
I'm good.
Angela, this is
Hey.
Uncle Jimmy.
Shout out to Angela.
Yeah, this
Thank
Uncle.
you.
I always got to shout out Angela.
You ignored me that one night. It was like, hey, you said hey to everybody else.
Don't go there now. It wasn't like that. It's your
He
cousin.
said Quentin said it was me. Look,
especially if you come in late. That doesn't count.
oh.
I'm usually putting you to bed, so I got a little person that doesn't like to go to bed.
Man. Yo, that's funny. Can you see the inception? I see us in the background in Jimmy's house. Or oh no, because that's a mirror.
No, that's not a mirror.
That's not a mirror.
No,
is that a TV up there? Is that a TV up there?
That's the fireplace. You're talking about off of this right here?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. That is actually a Plains Indian arrow collection.
Oh,
and that's just glass off of it.
Yeah,
probably get rid of that though.
I'm like, Inception. Look, there we are.
Okay.
So now I can see whether or not. See, you got to be careful with that. Like in the Zoom meeting.
That's normally what you see in my house on Wednesday night. You see this big TV with this bald-headed guy with a beard.
Sounds like Marcus's house. So I can usually tell because Jamie is sitting over there in the corner, and Marcus is sitting right here in front of the TV, and he's sitting like smack in the middle of the room, and Jamie sits off in the corner with her blanket and her sweatpants on. And it's just hilarious because I did the live stream from their house and they were still in their assigned places, basically.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
Yeah, let's see. Kent said I'll join shortly making burritos for dinner. David Noble said I just started watching last week. Good content. Thank you. Don't ask him that. His mom might be watching. Yeah, if he has a girlfriend. Steven, you're invited too. If you, I'm just putting this link out here. I know some of you guys who are able to join me on the live stream, but let's talk about, excuse me. Sorry. I'm finishing my milkshake here. Okay. Oh, yeah. Why you do that?
Because all that gas and then
you
got more milk.
No. So the problem was we went to a hibachi spot for dinner, and we just got home. So look, everyone, Andrew, Angela, or wait, damn it, Angela, and Jimmy. It's hard.
It's obvious to you.
Yeah.
So Andrew is part of the reason why, and I say this all the time, but he's part of the reason why I actually put my videos on YouTube. He was the one that started asking me questions about how to impress his soon-to-be father-in-law, and he was not the only one that watched the videos. So
I've now surpassed his skill, by the way.
Out of here. Surpassed.
His wife says so. His wife says so.
His wife or your wife or
no, my father-in-law's wife. My mother-in-law.
Oh, okay. I don't know about that because they haven't had my food though.
No, not yours.
Oh, you have surpassed your father-in-law.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, because I'm like, how you?
Bro. No. Bro, last time I grilled, she was like, "Wow, your chicken, I cut it and there was juice inside. Honey, come here." And I was like, "Oh no, I messed up."
Terry says that's what we're drinking tonight. So far, I have a milkshake, just a milkshake, and started.
About to mix alcohol soon.
I will in a moment. Yes, I'm not going to drink too hard tonight. But I am going to mix alcohol. Yes, indeed. Just because you have a stomach like a child, that doesn't mean everyone else does.
Alcohol and milk just don't mix.
Shoot. Well,
Remember Jake used to drink he used to do the freezer thing with the alcohol and the milk, and he had the Tupperware cup, and he put a paper towel over it with a rubber band.
Him and Pop. The freezer cups. Jimmy, do you have a cup that you keep in the freezer?
That cup looked like it came out the freezer.
Well, I mean, I know the jar, okay, but like my grandfather, and I guess he was almost like an uncle, but he was like a grand uncle because he was that old, right? But he was. Huh?
So what are we saying?
No. Trust me, you were young. You're still young compared to him. Trust me.
Okay.
He was like your age when we were like 8.
Yeah.
I don't even know how old you are, but he was.
Yeah, he was old. I'm 42, and he was old when we were kids. Like really, really old when we were kids.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, so the whole thing is, my grandfather and him used to have cups that they kept in the freezer. Like the cup stayed in the freezer. Like as soon as he finished drinking out of it, it went right back into the freezer. and Angela was saying that Mr. Jake, right, his cup was a plastic Tupperware cup that he kept a paper towel and a rubber band on, and it would go into the freezer.
With his milk and liquor.
My papa used to drink out of he had a glass, like a hard, a glass, but it was crazy because like it was only like if like it would be this much ice down at the bottom, frozen from all the liquid that was in there, and then they would just keep putting ice on top, and it would only be like this much liquid.
Yeah, I've got a couple of heavy glass mugs that I keep in the freezer, but
oh man, jeez,
but that's pretty old school too. You don't see many people do that much anymore, but I've always kept a couple in there just in case we're gonna throttle back and maybe drink a beer.
Oh yeah. All right, so let's see. Mike says, hey guys, it's BZ Cooks, long time no see. What's up, DeKent and Dash? What's up? BZ, it has been a minute. Hojo says, Dash, any idea how far from the grate is above the fire at Chap's Pit Beef? I'm getting a direct heat cooker built, and I want to make some pit beef sandwiches over direct heat. It's probably like 6 to 8 inches. It's not that deep. Like the charcoal grill table that I have is probably half the distance on how much their charcoal is at Chaps. Andrew, you've been to Chaps and seen the grills at Chaps. Can you relate or agree, disagree?
I agree.
It's probably like 8 to 10. I don't have an
awful lot to add to that part, but yeah,
it's
about that
it's definitely
off.
like 8 to 10 inches from the grate. I want to say next time I go over there, I'll ask, see if I can ask Robin, like, yo, can I get in there and like look and see?
I was more focused on the meat personally when I was there, not the grill distance.
I'm looking at it because I'm trying to see. I don't have darn it. Jimmy, I don't have any of your stickers it's on the coffee thing. But let's see if I can catch up.
I can help.
Josh said, I've had an alcoholic milkshake before and my stomach did not thank me. Chocolate malt with bourbon. Yeah. Keep my Yeti cozy in the freezer, Grumpus says. Okay, so Steven says, funny thing, I do the same thing with a stainless steel cup. I mean, oops, I might be showing my age. Talking about putting the cups in the freezer. Let's see. Hojo says, thanks. All right. So summer barbecue prep. Summer, and I was thinking I know some of us kind of cook all year round and there's not much prepping to do. Like you're not pulling your cookers out from underneath a tarp or anything, but like I know, Andrew, you cook all year round now because you have that. What grill are you using? A gas grill?
Yeah, it's a 5-burner plus the side.
Okay, all right.
I think it's it's either Weber or like a Next grill, something like that.
Okay, all right. Angela, you have a charcoal grill, right?
Mm-hmm.
She stepped up to the big leagues. She said, Andrew, what? I'm using charcoal. and I don't need to eat meat. But
I'm about to say.
damn,
Look, I do have a charcoal grill too, but I grill 3+ times a week. That's a lot of time when you got a 5-month-old man. Like,
So
yeah, I know.
I want to say this. I went to Kansas City and they had they had burnt ends is their
burnt
thing.
ends, yes. How may I help
They
you?
had mushroom burnt end, like they made the mushroom taste like burnt end. It was the best thing I've ever had. So you need to step your game up because it was delicious.
It really was
I'm
just
a big fan of mushrooms.
So if it was mushroom burnt ends, right? So burnt ends are just barbecue sauce, sugar, and barbecue
I
sauce.
don't care what it is. Step your game up. You know I don't like my food to mix, but I actually ate bread and mushrooms at the same time because they put it in a sandwich. I don't even eat sandwiches, but like it was actually really good.
Hojo said I cook year round. Oh wait, I don't have to do that. I keep forgetting. Hojo said I cook year round, and I still have to check the stack on my offset to make sure no birds have moved in since I last cooked. Dang. Look, that shoot. They gonna learn. They gonna fly away if there's a bird in there. That's all I got to say. Grandpa said I need to deep clean the smoker for the summer soon. Yeah, I do too. It is fine
because his picture is standing there with the smoker.
Oh yeah.
Like he's about to deep clean it right there.
No, he's showing you the brisket that's on there.
Oh, I can't see all that.
Yeah, it's all right.
I don't know what I did with my glasses.
Yeah, so we have just about finally gotten to the point where it's not going to freeze overnight. So I can hook the hose back up and run the hose out to the garage and clean up the grills, like heat them up, and deep clean the grills.
17 minutes in?
Oh, really? You someone has been up since 4:30 this morning. I'm sorry. I mean, it's yes. Jimmy, what do you got? What do you have? What is your routine for cleaning?
And usually after Easter,
okay.
And we feel like at Easter we're not going to get any frost, so that's when the gardens go in, and that's beginning of spring for us. But I get lazy, I guess, during the wintertime, and I don't do a lot of. Of course, I knock the big stuff off of the cookers, but I cook year round too. So,
yeah.
I have already started. I'll drag them out in the yard. You saw that between the house and the cook shack out there, and I've got a pressure washer that I start with and start knocking that off. But usually once or twice a year is all of my smokers are going to get the real deep clean.
Yeah, real deep clean. Yep. Usually I try to do mine once during the spring, and then once in the fall before the winter. So all of those summer cooks, I kind of get all of that summer cook gunk out. But also one of the things that I found is in the summer, if I don't actually clean the grills out, they just stuff just loves to grow inside the smokers. So I end up having to clean them out. I'm gonna say more, but if I don't clean them as soon as I'm done or soon after I'm done, I'm going to have to clean before I can start cooking again. So Steven says, in his case, what about rainy barbecue prep? He's in Trinidad and Tobago, so they don't get any cold weather. So of course he can cook all year round, but he's saying that his rainy season has started. So yeah. I mean, shoot, look, cry me a river, Quentin. With my new job, I'll have to get up at 5:45 a.m. Yeah, no, I am either on my way to my desk or on my way downstairs to log on. I log on every day at 6 a.m. and it depends. Angela's face. Look, there's Grumpus says also probably need to break out some sandpaper and paint. Now that's one thing I definitely do need to do. I am guilty of. Yeah, I don't paint my grills. Yeah.
I bought that's what I put down there. I bought, I don't know how you say it, RustOleum or RustOleum.
RustOleum, yeah.
So I bought that, the high heat one.
Yep.
has the and I bought some sandpaper. Now, am
Oh.
I going to do anything? Who knows?
not.
But I bought it.
No. It's one of those temporary permanent fixtures. Permanently temporary. Yeah.
Exactly.
we all,
But am I going to use it? Like, I got to start. Like, you got to even, So I have the temporary thoughts to do it.
Yeah, the intention
intentions.
was there. Yeah, the intention was there. Look, so do you guys? I won't say you guys remember, but when I put the Weber kettle and I cut the hole out of that stainless steel table, and in the Weber kettle it had a propane assist, like to start it, and I was like, oh, I had the best intentions. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna extend the wires and extend the hose and do. Man, it's like 2 years later, and
Some dangling there.
it's still dangling. Still. Yeah, definitely still there. Like, man, no. No.
Well, Dash, good question for you that goes along. How about what chemicals will you put in your smokers that you don't want going in your food? And what do you do if you use something like that to get rid of it before you cook?
So I won't say the harshest thing I'll use is the purple clean stuff. I won't say most of us, a lot of us got, purple power or purple clean. They reached out to us and sent out cleaning supplies. So that would be the harshest thing that I would probably use. And then I would probably just set a really good fire in the smoker to really, really heat it up and then steam clean everything out. Also, I might actually use a little bit of like spray alcohol sometimes to clean some of the surfaces. But again, alcohol is going to dissipate really quickly. So, all right, we have a celebrity in our midst.
I wouldn't go that far.
So this is Kent. If you don't know Kent, look at his shirt, big sexy. He's like 6'13".
Big Sexy Barbecue Society. That's supposed to be Chef Johnny right there.
Oh wow, the new thin Chef Johnny.
Well, this shirt's about 5 years old.
Whoa! So I mean, Chef Johnny, he when I saw him last, he was in the midst of losing weight.
When I saw, let's see, I've seen Chef every February for the last 3 Februaries, and he's half the man he used to be this year.
I know. Like I said,
I mean, I'm very proud of the guy. He's dropped like 120, 125 pounds. So
yeah, did he did finally get to go on that hunting trip? The last I talked to him, he was a couple pounds away from the hunting trip.
Yeah. So hey, who's that guy in the top right corner? I don't recognize him.
That's Jimmy.
Oh, is that Jimmy? Jimmy, you look so much taller on your videos. I'm sorry, my man.
I'm the camera down.
You and I end up on the screen after all these years.
So that's Jimmy from oh my gosh, why can't I
Cuff and Stuff?
Cuff and Stuff, yes. I'm like, why? That's Jimmy. I might have to find a picture of Jimmy and I together so you can give a see where he is height wise. But he's not.
Now, Jimmy, I just got done cooking up some combination burrito meat on a certain Monument grill I won from a certain channel.
I've really enjoyed those grills.
I do too.
I'm still not opposed to gas. I still gas things now and then, especially if you want to just do something quick. So,
I want a free grill.
Oh, well, here's the funniest thing about it. Jimmy had that giveaway probably 3 months ago.
Yeah, something like that.
And both Monument grills ended up coming to the west side of Iowa.
Yeah.
Who got the other one?
Ron from Four Seasons.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ron's about 2 hours straight south of me.
I missed it because I would have been in the comments like, sign me up.
He wouldn't have taken it, Jimmy. He would have been like, "Oh no, it's not monumental grill. Like it's just a monument grill."
Dash high maintenance. Don't let him fool you.
Out of here. Come on now.
There will be another one coming up, hopefully pretty soon.
Okay.
A grill, but subscribe, like, and comment.
Comment. He sounds like a true YouTuber. Goodness. Yeah, I might have to ask for a special invitation to the video, only because your videos go up on Sundays and I'm working on Sundays, so I like they kind of get lost in the subscription sauce sometimes for me. So look, Quentin says no.
You do.
Quentin says no chemicals in the big green egg. But yes, the big green egg is a different beast, because in order to clean the big green egg, and I talked about it in the video, or I talked about it when all you have to do is set that thing on fire and open it wide open, and it really does clean itself. It is crazy how that ceramic, it burns off every little bit of grease and crud. I really didn't believe it until I did it myself, and I was like amazed at how well that thing really does clean itself out. Kent says, now I can tease you, because he says I use comment on my grates. No, sir, no comment.
I put that comment on the screen right before you brought me.
I know. I see. I haven't been giving grief about how far behind in the comments I am, but not Kent. Lou is here. He's saying what's up to everybody.
Sweet Lou.
So he said hi, Kent, and also said what's up, Angela. Yeah. Let's see. Grumpa says he only uses straight water from the pressure washer on hot metal. So sometimes you have to get a little bit more cleaner than that. One of the things I actually want to try out, Johnny from View to a Grill has been using a citrus safe in a lot of his videos. And Simple Green is another one that I have used in the past. But that Purple Power stuff was the last thing I really used last year.
What is it's not Purple Power. What's the name of that? It's the purple bottle.
Yes, Super Clean. That's what it's
Super
called.
Clean. There you go. You go. I have that, but I will not use that on my grates. I will use my grill gun for 20 minutes on a grate before I put any chemical on it.
Yeah.
I actually have used the citrus safe stuff. It works pretty well.
Yeah. Because I know Johnny has been using it recently, and I'm like, man, I gotta get some of this stuff myself. And Johnny's the type of person where he gets his grates brand new stainless steel, clean every single time, and I'm like, man, I ain't got time for all of that.
He's a lot like Tom Horseman. You ever seen one of Tom Horseman?
Yes. But you know what? See, I think is Tom retired? Because other than that, there's no way. No,
Tom is a safety manager for a construction company.
Dude,
Tom has a full-time gig.
Man, it's like
and
he's got way more time on his hands than I have.
And when he's not in Wisconsin, he's in Florida.
He's at his vacation house. And he has more grills than I am old at his vacation house.
He has more grills in Florida, the vacation, than most people have anywhere.
I know.
And I would hate to take a still shot of his garage, because if you look, that's a 2.5 stall garage, and he doesn't even show them all.
Oh yeah, they're stacked up. What up? Bumpy is here. What's going on? Uncle Steve, you cannot dare include him in talking about a pretty face. No. just can't do it. Oh man. So as far as, but like the main thing that I'll do is definitely steam clean the grills and the cookers, the smokers especially, steam clean them. And I feel like that works really well, but to try to get the discoloration out or off of the grates, sometimes it's like a lost cause, because I can't get them like as clean as they were when they were brand new. Just it'll never happen.
Didn't you say on like that first? I think the video I asked you was to make first was like cleaning the grill or something like that. One of the first ones, maybe.
So I don't know, but I know I cleaned my wife's propane grill, and that video is like it surprises me how many people search how to clean a grill, and
Right.
I have people who comment on like every time I do another how to clean the grill video. Like I had someone the other day comment on the stainless steel grill cleaning. They were like, "Oh, I'm so glad to see this video for like regular people. I'm not pulling out my pressure washer to pressure wash out the inside of my propane grill and do this and other." I'm like, "Nah, man, scrape it, vacuum it, wipe it down, keep it moving." Keep it moving.
It's like that video I posted like forever, 9 years ago, something like that, washing the Golf R.
Oh yeah.
That had like 120,000 views or something last time I checked. I was like, I'm washing my car. What are you doing? Stop watching this.
They weren't watching you wash the car. They were watching you, Andrew. Yeah. At the car wash.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw Andrew on one of them white videos,
that was well before that. Thank goodness, man. Thank goodness. Well before. Oh, man, can you imagine? Like wipe it off.
And there's Dash in a leopard print Speedo.
No, sir. Yeah, no. Nah, bro.
That would get banned from YouTube.
You're like, monetize, baby.
Yeah.
You did OnlyFans for that one.
Yeah. That one goes behind the paywall.
Yeah,
exactly. I told Bumpy to join since he's only on here for like 15 minutes.
I know. I sent him a link. Conroe Pyro. I like that. Says, "Oh, Hickory Smokers, where y'all at?" So there's not. I'm gonna say you gotta remember, but Old Hickory is like a southern, like real south. They're not very. I feel like they haven't made it all the way across the country, and most people don't even know what an Old Hickory is. Do you have one?
I got one sitting 12 miles down the road at my butcher's. What he uses is an old hickory.
Okay.
Same one I cooked on down at in Houston in February.
Yeah, well, see, that's one of those things where he probably. Wait, no. So, you know what I'm thinking of? Is it Old Smoky? What's the one that Big Lou uses?
That's a Old Smoky.
Okay, that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, the aluminum kettle. No, this is a big stainless steel, Old Hickory, Southern Pride. Pretty much.
That's that mailbox one. Like Malcolm Reed has one of those.
Yes, he has a CTO. Russ Jones has one.
Okay.
The one that Steve's team, Lonesome Dove, has basically gets unloaded with a front end loader with forklift.
All right.
Yeah. It's a beast.
Yeah, buddy.
And it's you can have one too for about $25,000.
I'm good. I could do a lot more with $25,000.
Yeah.
So Lou says, "Yeah, make a hot fire and burn those ceramics clean. It's awesome." So yeah, and then Lou says he added that he uses simple green on his grates. Yeah. So that's that like I said. Like cleaning out the inside of the grill, I might use some of that super clean, but like the grates, I really don't scrub the grates or anything like that. Taylor says, "Hey, yo, Dash and Company, hope all is well." Yes, Taylor has a Taylor's newborn probably isn't a newborn anymore. Shoot, how old is the baby now, Taylor? Yep. So Bumpy also has a ceramic. He says, "Yeah, I burn the acorn out once a year on purpose." Oh, purpose.
I do the same thing as Bumpy. I have one of the older char griller acorns, and mine's set into a wood table. Do not do that with your kettle, your acorn kettle. They get a little too hot. Ask me how I know. We almost burned down half the campground last year. But,
yeah, that's the one where you sat close to your camper and you're like, "Oh, hey, oops."
Yeah, it got a little warm. It started smoldering on the outside. So now I have brackets on it to give it about a half-inch air gap.
Yeah, so that's a lot. That's one of the questions I get a lot when people ask me about the table with the Weber kettle. They're like, "How hot does the table get?" And I'm like, "It doesn't, because there's an air gap." And I
Right.
purposely cut the table wider, and I put it's the air gap. The circle's not perfectly round, so there's like
Yeah, there's mine.
there's like quarter of an inch here, 3/8 of an inch there.
Yeah, well, if I had a big fancy jigsaw, it'd be one thing. I cut mine out with a sawzall, cordless sawzall.
Yeah, I had a jigsaw, and I mean, I still couldn't stay on the line.
That's good.
So
You didn't have enough aiming fluid from that big mason jar.
I did not. Actually, I did not drink any that day.
That's the problem. You were shaking too bad.
No, thank goodness I do not have the shakes. Yeah, thank goodness. Lou says, "Oh, Hickory are well made and heavy as they get." Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, they are.
Definitely, they are that. Grumpy says, "I must say, after I pressure wash my pit, I need to be pressure washed too." Yes, indeed. The gunk and grime has to go somewhere, and when it exits the cooker, it enters onto you. Yes. Oh, so Taylor says his boy is 9 months old. He's huge. Hope he likes barbecue and grilled foods. Yes, indeed. That's what's up.
Holy crap.
What?
I'm a couple comments ahead of you, and I'm just looking what this. Oh, Lord, you'll get to it.
Just read it for him. He ain't gonna get there in no time.
He's only a couple cordial comments away.
Hustler T10 says, "Yo, what's up, guys?" And I guess this is the one that he's talking about.
Yes.
Cameron Pyro says, Eli's is one I have. Rotisserie, I cook 16 slabs, 80 poppers, 40 pounds of sausage, 100 pieces of chicken, 5 briskets for my family Easter gathering. For his family? Damn.
What family do you have?
I think he must be
Part
related
rabbit.
both sides of the Brady Bunch and their extended family.
he's part rabbit. That's what that is.
You got room for a cousin? That sounds like a good spread, though.
Yeah.
Right.
Look, it's funny. So look, wake up. Yeah, other way. Wake up. Can you hear me? He doesn't realize. Bumpy, you there?
Yeah, he can hear you.
No. So you're watching YouTube, Bumpy. There's a delay. So we'll wait for him to catch up. Yep. Remember the guy who was in Texas, or he was wherever, and he kept talking, and I'm like, wait for him to catch up. Yep.
And then quick put the timer on.
I'm good now.
All right, that's what's up. Welcome.
Hello, everyone.
So Bobby, I don't think you've ever met Kent. There is Kent, and then that's my boy Andrew down there. Down there.
That way.
That's Andrew.
Yeah. That's Andrew. You know
that's
Jimmy.
That's Father Time up there.
I knew. It's hard because it's backwards. Yeah.
Is it?
It takes a little bit of coordination or a lot of corn liquor.
Speaking of which, I need to get it.
I reversed my camera so I can look that way.
All I do is look where my grow light is, and so I point the other way.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine.
And by the way, those are pepper plants. This is 100% legit, people. I am not in a state where vitamins are legal.
I didn't say nothing.
Well, I get that question all the time. What are them plants back there? They're just pepper plants. That's it.
Oh, man.
You smoke these,
like
you're going to be
you like Smoking Joe up in Illinois. All right, so tonight I have something different.
Oh, the crown, the peach and the apple crown.
Yeah.
So
They're good and expensive. That's for damn sure.
That's why I'm like, why are you buying it in a can?
Yeah, because they're like this one is peach tea. Oh, there we go.
Yep.
And this one is apple and cranberry.
They're refreshing.
So you couldn't get, because I have Crown Apple downstairs. You couldn't get that in some cranberry juice.
I could, but the whole thing is this is a novelty. Trust me, and I drink my Crown Apple with I don't have any Crown right now. I drink my Crown Apple with orange juice, and you know what's crazy? I was drinking the Crown Peach with peach tea from Wawa. So
Dash, why are you explaining yourself? She always chooses violence.
I mean, it's just,
Jesus.
those things are
ends up happening.
nasty. I don't like anything in a can that tastes like aluminum to me. I don't like sodas because it tastes like aluminum.
I've been on
what I saw?
White Claws lately.
The
Bro, I just saw they have
Wow.
Sunny D seltzers now. Sunny
What?
D vodka
Why?
seltzers.
Yeah.
Mm.
I don't know.
What Dash is drinking is Crown Royal's answer to a seltzer. Is pretty much what it is. And
Yeah.
Dash, you are getting called out in the chat. Uncle Steve says Sally.
Hey, hold on, let me get a jar real quick. Let me shut him up.
I just want to ask Dash what his husband drinks. Really, to be honest with you. Oh wait, I can go over to Smoking Joe's channel and tell you. I'm glad you didn't have his earphones in to hear that.
I know.
Yeah, he
Buddy.
did that.
All right,
You
what
want to
did I
watch the
miss?
replay. You gonna have to
Nothing.
be on your
You
own
didn't miss a
replay.
thing, buddy.
Mark the time. It was like around 40.
He's cracking up. He can still hear me, but we can't see him. Now, you gonna behave?
Oh man, now he's over there.
Oh, he said, "Is the chat about barbecue or something else?"
Oh, you'll see it
so
tomorrow.
the
You'll see
chat
it
is
tomorrow.
about barbecue.
I was just gonna say I'm gonna get a phone call tomorrow. Dash gonna call me, cussing me out.
No, I'm not gonna curse you out. All right, so let's see. Hustler 210 says I have a question for 1 pound of brisket and two sides. How much would you charge for that? I've been charging $15 a plate. Whoa! Also a half rack of ribs, 2 sides for $15. Is that okay? No, that ain't okay. Ain't no way that's okay.
Wait, what?
That's a lot of food.
Half a
That's
rack.
not a lot of money though.
No, it's not
That's
a lot of money.
That's
All
an easy $25 plate.
Yeah, yep.
Especially with the
Easy.
sides.
So
Half
and I
rack?
don't-
Jeez, he's giving that shit away, man.
Yeah. But see now here's the other thing too.
Where does he live?
That's exactly it. And where's he
And
getting the
what's he
food from?
paying?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I know.
But- But that's a pound of brisket. He didn't say a half pound. He said a
No,
pound.
exactly.
So
No, I get it. Look, listen. Put it like this: I'm charging $25 a pound for brisket right now, as is.
Yep.
So if you are
That's not market
giving,
price today.
yep, if you are giving
$15.
a pound of brisket and 2 sides, man, that's a $35 plate. Depending on what else is going to go with it, because you got to bump it up a little bit because you got to pay for the plate. You got to pay for those napkins. You got to pay for those utensils. All of those
And
things.
you got to pay for the convenience of the fact that you cooked it. So
Well,
I mean,
that's where the $25 comes in.
I think he's minimum with sides. He's $7.50 to $10 a plate. Too cheap.
oh, he's in
I
Texas.
agree.
He's in San Antonio, Texas.
Okay. Oh yeah.
So
Well,
Jim,
210.
is that
listen, yeah, no,
Jimmy,
even in
is that
Texas,
reasonable?
for a pound, you're
So-
not you're not selling $15 and 2 sides.
He said that. Sorry, but that's a half rack of ribs. Even still.
we got it.
Yeah.
I'm
Still.
Yeah, no, you're shortchanging yourself, buddy.
Yep.
And the other thing is, are the ribs are they beef or they pork? Because
They're
beef
pork.
costs more than
They're
pork.
pork. They're pork.
I'm
Just-
sure those are
if
pork.
he didn't,
Half rack has gotta be pork.
if he didn't specify that they were beef ribs,
They're-
yeah, they're pork. So Uncle Steve, salute. This is some peach mango brandy. Yep. Thank you, Uncle Steve.
Yeah, and Hustler, you gotta bump up your prices a little bit, brother. You're gonna kill yourself in paper products, like Dash said, the plates, the cups.
Everything else
If you're giving out the napkins, the plasticware, whatever,
containers.
you need to sit down and figure out what 10 plates of food cost you with everything, including your time in it.
Yep. And then add a little bit for the seasoning, add a little bit for the aluminum foil, the consumables, those gloves that you're using, all of those things need to be factored in.
And you can't be afraid the charge. Look, the price is the price.
Yep.
The product will speak for itself.
Amen.
So I told Bumpy sounds like me because I told him that. And I'm like, bruh, here's the thing. If somebody tells you that they can't afford you, you don't want them as that person, as a customer. Because what's going to end up happening is you are going to devalue yourself to make someone happy that will just like make you miserable. And I'm going to say it again for those in the back. You are going to devalue yourself, your time, your energy, and everything you work to build for someone who doesn't care, will still complain. And then what they're going to do is they're going to be an annoyance to you. And you're going to be like, why did I do this?
Even in South Carolina, $15 plate's going to have a lot less food than that on it. A lot.
I would say a $15 plate, you're getting like maybe a third rack of ribs, and your sides are going to be in 2 to 3 ounce portion cups, and that's
it. It's going to be small.
It's going to be small. It's not going to be a meal.
Like, it's not going to be that third tray full of a side.
No.
Yeah. No.
You're going to get rice and a side. You're going to get one side with some rice, because rice is dime a dozen.
Where you cooking rice at? How much rice you cooking?
Wait. You never smoked rice?
No.
Huh?
Have you ever smoked rice, Dash?
Nah, never.
Okay, me neither. I was just keeping you honest.
Smoked rice?
And I'm kidding.
I was like, that's news to me.
And I wasn't even thinking about in the smoker. I'm thinking
it's easy to do if you can keep it from falling through the grates. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, Bumpy, did you hear me push like business to you the other day? Scott was talking about him canceling orders. I was like, give him to Bumpy.
No, I missed that.
Oh,
see, he'll be doing the replay for real.
What? Nah, he probably was asleep.
No, listen, I was here, but then I was trying to decide, because as you can see, I'm hanging on by a thread right now. I've been up since 2:30, and 2:30 comes fast.
Yeah.
But me and the replay. So Ange, that was that at the beginning of the conversation?
No, that was a couple weeks ago.
Oh.
Yeah. He was talking about him canceling a job.
Oh, that was a while ago. That was
a year ago.
It was last year. It was last year. So
yeah. He canceled a job a year ago, but it was a couple weeks ago we were talking about it.
Got you.
Said, like, next time you have to do that, instead of losing the money, pass it to you.
Hey, like I did. Listen, like I passed it to let me see, my guy this way. There we go.
Thank you.
Okay.
Appreciate you. Yeah. So he was out of town. And shoot, we both were out of town. I came back specifically to do that event. Yeah, because that was when I drove the ID4 down to Florida for the first time, turned around and came back, spent the day back in Baltimore, turned around and then drove back to Florida. Yeah. Well, 28,000 miles on the ID4 now. And it's been 10 months. 10 months.
That's
so
insane.
Oh, you go check. Go ahead, pull up your Ford app.
Yes.
Actually, I had something else to add about the customer stuff that you were saying earlier.
Oh yeah,
it's like and something I've learned
everywhere. Yep.
Yeah, I was gonna say, even like in the beginning, as much as you think that you need those people, you really don't.
You know,
because it's such a drain in a bunch of different ways.
Yeah.
They're gonna end up being a hassle, and then it's like, you know, that what is it that I'm trying to think, and I don't know why I can't think of the saying, but when you know, basically no good deed goes unpunished. There it is. I feel the same way when it comes to discounting yourself and devaluing what it is that you have going on. I feel like it's a good deed, and something's going to happen. Something is going to happen, and you're going to get screwed in the end. Basically, it doesn't matter how nice you are to that person or whatever, but those people who are willing to pay end up being the longest standing customers, the people who
100%.
because I use this lady as an example all the time. One of the first years or the second year I was smoking turkeys, she hit me up and she's like, "Oh, I need to get a turkey. I need to get a turkey." I'm like, "Ma'am, I'm sorry, I'm sold out. I can't cook any more turkeys." "Shut up, Jimmy." "Shut up, Jimmy. That's not the one that I forgot the turkey." All right. but the whole thing was, she basically begged me to make her a turkey, and I'm like, "I can't make a turkey because I don't have any more room in the smoker on Thursday." And she said, "What if I get it the day before?" She's like, actually, before she said that, she's like, "I'm willing to pay double." And I'm like, "Damn, double for a turkey?" I mean, like, it's not that, like, I'm not. So then she said, "Well, what if I get it the day before? Can I get it the day before? Can I get it on Wednesday?" And I said, "Well, that I can do because I have room in the smoker." I said, "You know, and I'm not telling you yes because you're willing to pay double. I'm telling you yes because I can fit it in the smoker when I'm cooking other non-turkey things." And this lady buys food for me. She has purchased food for me for 5 or 6 years straight. Almost once a quarter, she's buying something. She's getting something. And it came from that first interaction of me telling her no, and then finally figuring out how to tell her yes. And she is, like I said, one of my best customers. She orders every single Thanksgiving. She checks with me on Christmas. If I'm home for Christmas, she orders for Christmas. And then like in the spring she orders, in the summer she's ordered, and then again at Thanksgiving she's ordering. So I mean, like, you never know who's going to be one of those really good customers and order all the time. So, you know.
But they've never been my cheapest customer.
Yeah. Yep.
They've never been the tire kickers.
And those are the ones that you really don't mind, quote unquote, bending over backwards for or going the extra mile for, because the loyalty speaks for itself.
Definitely. And she's the person that got me to cook spares. I'm like, "I don't cook spares. Can you please find it in your heart?" is what she said. "Can you please find it in your heart to try to cook me some spares, because I haven't had my spares in such a long time." And I'm like, all right, let me see what I can do. And I cook some spares, and I mean, if I cook spares, the only person I'm cooking spares for basically is her and my family. I'm like, other than that, baby backs.
Dash, why is that? I know you are not a pork consumer yourself.
No.
Okay.
So
and I totally respect that. You know me well enough to know
the reason I cook baby backs over spares is very simple, and it's economic. I used to be able to get 3 racks of ribs in a pack of baby backs, right? When they were
correct
about $10 a rack. I could fit 3 racks of ribs on a single grate in an ugly drum.
Yeah.
As opposed to me buying a pack of 2 spares and only cooking 2 spares on a drum, because it'll take up 2 different racks. I can fit 3 baby backs,
right,
and cook something else.
Right. So are you cooking full spares, like minimal trim, brisket bone?
I don't trim spares. I don't trim spares. I don't cook enough of them to be good at trimming spares. Now, I know if I were to trim them into St. Louis cut, and then if I were to trim them and then do the rib tips and all that, they don't sell here. That's not what people want.
Really?
They don't.
You're not in the Midwest, man.
No.
Around here, and I'll tell you what I do.
Around here.
Yeah.
Between Normandy and Western.
You know, and I think it's like Chili's and Applebee's that are the ones that are saying, you know, okay, we made baby backs famous. Fine, whatever.
Yeah.
I'll cook, but if you're paying the bill, I'll cook whatever the hell you want. Competition wise, I always want to do St. Louis cut.
Yeah, but see, I'm not doing competitions. And,
Right.
And the whole thing is, I tell people I do baby back ribs, and they're like, okay, or no, I don't want them. That's it.
Well, yeah, fine. Either way,
Yep.
you know,
Yeah.
that's cool.
And it was simply a fiscal. It made fiscal sense for me to cook baby backs because I could fit 3 racks of baby backs, and then at the time, it was costing me $30 for a pack of baby backs, and I was making $75 off of it. Versus me getting a pack of 2 slabs, and it would cost me $15, and I could get 40 or $50.
Right. I got you.
So it, like I said, it was strictly fiscal, and then now I'm charging $40, $45 for a rack of baby backs because the price has gone up so high. But also at the same time, I can't get 3 racks anymore. I'm only getting 2 racks in a pack because they cost the same. But now, I mean, I'm down by a third, which is ridiculous.
And baby backs cook faster too. That's another thing.
Yeah, they do. I mean, even you can hold the first run of cook in your Cambro, covered in the Cambro while you put the second ones on. You're still going to be good to go. Dash, can I tell you a little secret?
Sure.
I can get damn near all the baby backs you want for nothing.
You're telling me I need to come to Lamar's, huh? Like
I get.
Look, Jimmy's listening too. He said we need to take a trip to Lamar's.
We need to talk.
Last week.
Boy, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do
I
it.
got 4 cases of baby backs. You know what it cost me?
I'm sure you're about to tell me, but I don't really want to know.
A case of beer.
What? Come on, son.
Are you in Iowa?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Look, hold on. Maps.
I did not know that. I did not know that, but there are more pigs than people in Iowa.
And you know what? Where I live, within a 20-mile radius, I can show you about 110 hog barns I put up back in the day, about 25 to 30 years ago when I was still in construction.
Wow.
Each one of those hold 1,000 head.
Bruh. Yo, you are 18 hours away. I'm looking, so I'm that's like
Why are you mapping this out at all? Why is that even a map?
He's about to hop in the He's about to hop in the ID4
and be charging like $15,000.
Wait a minute. Dash, you're off the 84.
No, I'm off of 70.
Okay, so you'd take 70 until you get on I-80. It depends what route you want to take, because if you take 80 across and you cut north and come across on 20, you go another 40 miles up, boom, you're at my house.
So it's looking like it wants me to go.
Why are we looking this up?
Because this could be a trip, Angela.
because he's about to hop in the car.
Yo, a field trip.
Hey, come pick me up. Come pick me up.
Hey, do me a favor.
Come pick me up.
Don't bring that EV over here. There's no charging.
I got some sick days.
There are no charging ports in Iowa. Let me tell you.
I'm gonna find out. Hold on.
I can hook the trailer up and come by and pick you up on the way.
Look. I can hook the trailer up to the Passat.
Want some shotgun.
Who's it? Oh, Quart.
It'd probably be cheaper to send them like FedEx overnight.
Exactly. That's what I'm like.
No. All right. So where
So
are you
Rumpus
in
said it's a
relationship to
guy
Des
thing.
Moines?
It's about the experience.
I'm not
though.
driving for that much food.
I am. That's
It's
money.
about the experience.
Rumpus said it's a guy thing. I mean, it must be because
That would be a hell of a trip and turned into a movie.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so let's
a whole
see.
bunch of y'all go.
Hell yeah, man. Shoot, why not?
For some baby backs.
Yeah, for
That ain't
for,
even
for
cooked. You
cheap.
still got to come back home and cook them.
Yeah, that ain't no
Just-
big
I feel
deal.
like I've
I
done
will
more for
travel
less.
for some food, but it's going to be
Just
done.
for the
All
record,
right.
just for the
So,
record, they're Smithfield. So
yeah, that's fine. That's what I use anyway.
Oh, that's
All right,
a
Yep.
so
good
listen.
thing.
All right, so there's one in Omaha. So there's a charger in Des Moines. There's also one in Omaha. So you're like by Sioux Falls. So I could basically. Oh
okay,
yeah, there
hold
you
on.
are.
Yeah, I'm
What?
90 miles straight north of
Oh,
Omaha
Omaha.
on I-29.
Wow.
You won't
That's-
even go to
So
Omaha.
once you get there, you're going to need another
You
shot.
won't
Wait,
even
wait,
go
wait,
to
wait.
Omaha proper
Wait,
if
wait.
you're coming across
There's-
80 to come find me. Because you'll
There
go
is-
88, 80, 29, 75, and you're at my door.
All right. So how far north is Worthington from you?
About an hour and 10 minutes.
All right. So that's closer than it's like it's almost like you're equidistant, like right in smack in the middle of it.
Yo, you're going to need a trailer behind you because you got Bumpy, you got Josh, you got...
Josh
You
is
hear me?
coming too. If you're talking about Haiti, you can swing by and get me too. But so it's kind of hard to see it.
There's
But
no chargers.
there's one north and there's one south.
Yeah.
I would get there. I would get there.
I'm sure they're... I'm sure.
Oh, you know what we would do?
Actually,
Is
they're
we-
probably not on there, but the Walmarts in Sioux City, which are 30 miles south of me,
Yeah.
have EV charging stations.
I might
There's
have to
probably
just
slow
pay.
chargers. There's
No.
probably...
If it's at the Walmart, it's probably an EV Go or Charge Point. I would have to pay once. That would be it. Other than that, I'm gonna hop, skip, and jump. Man, shoot.
Quinn said that the Rams gonna weigh the EV down and kill the range. Y'all gonna need to charge every 80 miles.
Guess what? So be it. I will make that money
He
back.
said to fix up Vanna.
I wish. I would need to take the proceeds from the rib sales in order to pay to fix up Vanna. The cheapest estimate I got to fix up Vanna is $6,500.
What's wrong with Vanna?
She needs a head gasket, or at least one. But then the whole thing is, while you're there, is going to wreak havoc on me because I already know better. I'm like, while I'm there, I might as well bulletproof it if I can.
Who's
You know what-
non-water?
you know what
Who's
the
non-water
problem-
11?
The problem with them vans is, you know how they pull the motors?
Yeah, you got to take the body off. Yes.
Yeah, they unbolt everything on a lift and then raise the van up and the motor stays where it's at.
Yeah, I am aware.
That's why they're so damn spendy.
As much as I would love to keep planning out this road trip,
Bumpy needs some shut eye.
You got a trip you need to take right now.
yes.
Hey, Bumpy,
But-
be easy, man. Thank you for hanging out. Really appreciate you.
Hey, not a problem, man. I wish I could stay longer. Hey, guys, you guys take it easy. I will be listening in the
All right.
morning.
No problem.
So if you think you're talking behind my back, you're really not. And I'm pointing to you, and
Hey,
It's all
we
good.
might
I
have
give you
to-
shout outs all the time.
Yeah, she does. She does.
I know it's all good.
Yeah,
It's all
definitely.
good. All right. Peace, guys.
All right, take care.
Later.
Quart says, be easy.
Would-
Yes. All right.
Sleepy Town too.
It's time to
Alright,
do
shut up.
what I do while we're at it. It's time for the thumbs up.
Oh, hey, if you haven't already hit the thumbs up, I'd greatly appreciate it if you could. So let's see.
Like and
Quentin-
subscribe.
look. Oh, whoa, look at this. That's
That's
Roger.
not
Look.
non-writer 11. Who's that?
So that's my friend Roger. Roger is the one who went up to Cape Cod with me and rode with me. That's
the one he was in the car when I was talking to you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I agree. You got to take the Passat because I'm stealing the hood emblem off that sumbitch. Dash.
I actually
Dash.
have an extra Volkswagen emblem. If you
I was
want it,
going to say,
I'll trade
what is,
you.
what is my government last name?
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Must be
Yeah,
Van
yeah.
Weddington or something.
It's close.
And you're pretty damn close. You got the van and obviously the WE part right.
Right.
There's
Yeah.
now you can fill in the blanks. I don't care. I'll tell everybody on here. My last name is Vandy Weird, VANDWEERD, and it's got a space, so it's capital V, capital W. So the Volkswagen, perfect.
Good work.
Yeah.
Well, I'll send you a insignia, an emblem, if you send me some ribs.
I got a feeling my shipping is going to be a lot more than yours.
Yeah.
It was worth a try. I mean, come on.
Okay, all you got to do. Okay, Dash. Here's the deal, Jimmy. This goes for you too. Next time you see a truck go by, it'll be a maroon truck with a big white trailer, maroon stripe down the side, big blue name on it, 10 feet long, says Schuster. If you see one of them, let me know. Then you're in my lane.
Of course, he cuts out.
Cause no, he getting chewed out for saying his government name on camera.
No. My son's at the back door. Come here.
Well, obviously, I don't care. You can see.
Interior lights, the ones that
Okay.
I got both of them lit.
Okay.
Come look.
I know what it's like.
Yeah,
Okay.
go,
All right.
go ahead. It's okay. It's all right, Kent. You can go look.
No, he just got basically the 8-year-old version of my truck. I got a black Silverado. He just got a black Silverado, but he's got 305s. He's got big old tires on his. I got the old man tires on mine. You know.
He's got 35s. There's a big difference between 305s and 35s.
No, they're 305s. They're
Oh,
not
like
30.
wide.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dash. I work for a trucking company. I know tires. Come on, brother. So, but he's all pumped about this truck because the guy, where the dash pad fits up, he's got blue strip lighting, just a thin little, and then blue lights under the dash. Well, he figured out how to get them to work, so he's got to show me all the lights. I'm like, son,
like how it lights up in my ID4, it does the same thing.
It does that in my Audi.
Yeah, but this is a 2004 Chevy. And by the way, we can go 300 miles on a tank.
I can too in my Mustang and in my Audi.
Oh, it's a mud stain.
And you hear that?
What did he say?
He said, "It's a Mustang." They're
No,
bow tie boys,
no.
apparently.
He did not say Mustang.
Mud.
He said stain.
Mud stain is probably what he said.
That's my boy right there. I got to tell you, he can't even say Mustang anymore. I drilled it into his head.
Mine is electric, but
I was about to say, just wait for it.
Wow.
Just wait for it.
Oh, so yours isn't even a mud stain. Yours is electric. Yours is a mud puddle.
I don't know if you want to be crossing a puddle with electricity, though.
I definitely tried my Quentin, you gonna need that Tesla that you keep faking on, driving that kind of distance. Hey, it's Marlon. Why isn't Quentin on here? I don't know why Quentin didn't join, but Marlon's on too.
Marlon.
Yeah, I sent Quentin. I sent Marlon. I sent Marlon an email, but he maybe he didn't see it. I don't know. I didn't check my email again to see if he replied. What up, Marlon? How you doing? But I would get to your house like with the EV, and then I think it would be a challenge to get there without having to pay any money. Because I get to charge for free. So I would figure out a way to do it, even if it's like, all right, Kent, you know what? I might need you to meet me halfway between.
All right, but if we're gonna do this, first of all, I want to know the range of your car empty.
Okay.
He already figured that out a couple times.
Yeah.
No. And I watched the trip to Florida. I saw him have to stop and charge and stuff.
No, you haven't seen.
No.
Yeah.
I have.
No. Because this is going to be almost like a cannonball run thing. We're putting a time limit on this, some bitch.
Okay. See, the problem though is with the chargers, they can sometimes be unreliable in how fast they charge.
Welcome to the U.S. electronic grid.
I know. Anyway,
William said, "What are we talking about here? We were talking about electric vehicles. We've been talking about barbecue. We were talking about prices of your."
Yeah,
you know.
The next thing Dash is going to have is he's going to have an electric smoker that runs off his EV. That's got to be plugged in the whole time. The car.
Since we're speaking about electric stuff, I have an electric rider mower. I have electric. What's it called? What's the blower?
The weed whacker. Oh, okay. The
weed eater, or leaf blower.
I have a trimmer. I have electric trimmer. I have a electric push mower. And what's the blower thing? What's it called? A blow? Is it just a blower?
A blower, yeah.
Yeah, I got an electric blower. Yeah.
Is it like 20 volt DeWalt?
No, DeWalt. The blower is all my stuff is EV. Was it EV Go? I mean, yeah, I think that's what it's called. Hold on, what's the name of the stuff?
I think Menards carries it.
No, I don't have that one.
No, that's a DeWalt there that Ash has.
one.
No.
Because you got the same thing. You got the rechargeable battery you plug in. You know, it's the same. It's the same thing.
They're similar. Yeah, they're similar.
Yeah.
Grumpus.
What's Grumpus? What's he all been out about?
That's what it's called.
We just take a moment to appreciate the audible clarity that's ready to come out of Grumpus' mouth.
The what?
I appreciate it. Now, Father Time is.
Grumpus.
God,
Grumpus?
That's HD.
Dude, I'm telling you, like I said, before he even speaks, I gotta intro him. Like, take a moment to just appreciate the audio clarity that is about to be Grumpus.
And he's like got like the Bob Ross background.
Is that the Grand
He
Canyon?
is the Bob Ross of barbecue, let me tell you. Dash, this is a little before your hot seat time. But this was the official pen.
I have Grumpus pen.
This is the official pen.
That's Randy.
Of the
with the paper, the questions.
Yes. No, pen flip. This is what I use to pen flip CJ.
Well, I just want to say I think this trip y'all are planning is pretty admirable. But wouldn't it be more cost effective just go to XX Hustler and just buy his plates?
Oh,
yes.
I could probably go all the way to San Antonio and buy it for cheaper.
Billy, be a lot more
done. And you get sides.
And they're already cooked.
That's what I said. And they're already done.
Just rebrand them and sell them.
Jimmy, you have a request to start talking.
Jimmy's a good Southern gentleman. He won't step on everybody's feet like I will.
Here you go.
I'm just over here feeling left out.
No, I'm just appreciative that Grumpus came on. You started Father Time earlier, and I got some.
I had to finish my supper.
Oh, okay.
So is your supper a lighter version of your dinner? Like it's not like really heavy. It's like you soup or something.
You have supper at home. You go out for dinner.
There you go.
Okay.
Sound like a Southern
Good
guy.
definition.
Yeah.
Okay. Because
y'all don't have supper up there?
We do not.
Man, I hate that for
my
y'all.
mom used to have supper Dash because they told me stop using your government name, but it's a habit. But they so my mom used to have supper. But they used to have dinner. They used to have dinner like at like 3 or something like that, and then supper was at 6. But it was like light. It wasn't heavy. It was like soup or salad or like a sandwich or something like that.
I'm sorry.
So So she said, "I'm sorry." So hold on a second. I gotta call out a couple people in the chat. Josh, it says, "Does Grumpus make happy little accidents?" Well, there. Come on, show. There it is. Does Grumpus make happy little accidents too? Yes, he does. But he'll probably never
Absolutely,
show
more
them.
and more lately.
Yeah, I'm about to say he probably doesn't show them on his videos. So PB is calling out people like, "Why isn't Jimmy talking?" And Mac Boy say something. How about you introduce yourself and say hi to us first before you start demanding? And maybe I missed your comment, just because there are. Not everyone is as comfortable talking on camera as we have become or I have become. Grumpus does this often. Kent does this often. Angela just talks a lot. So Jimmy and
I do this every day for work.
oh, you're
All
on
day,
Zoom all
on
day?
video.
Really?
All day.
All day.
All day. On Teams.
How long-
I'm just
How
grateful I
long?
don't have a life.
Oh yeah. How long are you on video? How
What,
long?
like probably 6 hours a day.
Nah, I thought you were going to say all day again. That's all.
Oh, all day. Yeah.
All right, so PB is asking a question. He says, or hopefully he says, blue smoke or white smoke, or doesn't make a difference. So you don't want thick white smoke. Counterintuitive. That's the dirty smoke, that acrid smoke. You want to not see any smoke, actually. The best smoke is no smoke, for real.
I agree with Dash 100% here. If you see white smoke, you are going to get an acrid taste to your meat, especially
Chicken.
if you over smoke with hickory or too much mesquite. They're very powerful wood.
Yeah.
Woods are a lot more lenient. If you have white smoke, do not put your meat in there. That's my recommendation on offset, drum, anything.
Yeah. So Quentin says, well, shit, that makes him perfect since he doesn't talk very much either.
He doesn't. He said he's dashing out. He's dashing on his Peloton right now.
Yeah, I saw him saw that a while ago. Supper at home and out for dinner.
Most of the smoke I get is almost completely translucent. I my smokers end up just mostly heat.
Yeah, same
I
with
hit
mine.
Sure, and keep going. See, really, everybody talks about thin blue smoke, but most of what I've got coming out of my stacks on my cookers, both the offset and the upright cap, is just heat.
So
Yeah, I don't see much blue smoke.
I see.
Just looking at the waves.
I see water evaporating. So because I have water, I keep water in my smokers. I see steam, and sometimes you can, I won't say misinterpret steam for smoke, but it is steam. Like if I took my hand and put it over, one, I'm gonna burn the hell out of my hand because that stuff is hot. But two, I will get, I can basically collect water, moisture on my hands.
Correct.
And yeah.
And the reason Grumpus doesn't ever have dirty smoke is because Grumpus, has like a $7,000 Lone Star. So
shoot, it was $7,000. So. Now it's like $15,000.
And running that fire management basket, he's burning his wood.
I buy that
$4,000
firewood.
$4,000 fire management basket. and he's burning 7-year-old post oak.
That's it.
So PB, I know you might be kind of new here, and I won't say a pet peeve of mine, but I try to. One of the things that we do when I'm solo, I'm really good about reading the comments. But when I am talking with other folks, when I have other folks on the stream, the comments kind of fall a little by the wayside because we're too busy. I'm too busy trying to hold and talk to the people who are here on the panel, more or less. But I understand, and I give you grief just because I'm like, well, I don't even know who you are, man. I can't even say who it is you are. So hello, Keith from Dallas. It's from Dallas. Hold on, I have to get something off my wall here. Just
Fly, Eagles,
Oh
fly.
no.
I knew that
Go
was
bird.
coming.
Go birds. Hold on, let me.
Okay, so wait. Hey, before Keith leaves because he's pissed off at your headwear. Okay, here's a question. And Dash, I'm going to take over my old hot seat duties here.
Yeah, you
And
good.
I'm going to ask this to the panel. People that use mustard as a binder,
No.
can you taste it or not? I think you can taste it. What do you guys think?
You can. It's vinegary. It's vinegary.
Well, let me. It depends on how much you put on it. Now,
Oh,
if
just
I
twang?
use mustard as a binder, I've rubbed it on there so thin you can barely tell it's there. And I've seen some of these guys
And
on
what's
the
the point of
videos.
putting it
It looks
there?
like it's a yellow piece of rib before they season it.
What are you
No,
putting it in?
Or
No,
Grumpus,
so the whole
sorry.
thing is they use it a lot of times in barbecue. They'll use mustard as a binder so that the seasoning will stick to the meat.
Makes it sticky.
So the whole thing is, my question to you then is, why not do the same thing with water? You can use and just sprinkle a little bit of water, add a little bit of
You can.
moisture, and that seasoning will stick to your meat just as well, if not better, with water, because it'll help with osmosis and transferring of the salt usually.
I hate mustard as a binder in anything. Crab cakes, yuck.
Yo, I don't know
bro.
how
Yeah,
Angela
yeah.
has gotten to be as old as she is. She just hates everything.
I don't know how she hasn't starved to death.
And I've always rinsed my ribs off.
Yes,
That's a habit
Yep.
because I'm looking at bone fragments maybe or whatever.
exactly.
And ribs are good and clean. And then I just don't dry them that dry.
Yep.
So I've never felt a need to have to use a binder on.
I don't
Especially-
dry my. I'm not putting a paper towel on. I mean, unless my gloves just are not pulling the silver skin off of some ribs, I'm not using paper towel on any of my food. That's about it.
Okay, no,
Why not?
I'm kind of agreeing with each of you a little bit, but here's my thing. Using the mustard binder, first what Grumpus said, and Grumpus, I almost called you by your government name. I almost pulled an Ange.
No, that's another guy.
Yeah, that other guy. That was Bill Purvis. I'm sorry. But there are people that swear by the part of by using a very thin layer of mustard. It'll help break down the meat tissue. The vinegar will.
I don't think that.
It's not on there long enough for that. If it were,
It's on there the whole cook, is it not?
Yeah, but the whole thing is, by the time you put it in the smoker, any little bit of that mustard that's on that meat is not doing anything. I know, granted, it's in
Doing
there
more
for,
than water.
6 quite possibly, but that little bit of vinegar will do more if you let it sit overnight versus let it sit in the cooker. I think it's almost counterintuitive or counteracting. The cooking process is going to stop the vinegar from actually doing much of anything as far as tenderizing the meat.
No,
I'm calling shenanigans on that one.
I'm going. I don't use a mustard binder. I'm just.
Then why are we talking about this at all?
Because Mr. Williams, Keith asked in the chat, and he's new to the channel, so maybe you give the guy a little slack.
He said,
No.
Get that ugly goddamn hat off.
I have used mustard. I've used A1 sauce. I've used
Worcestershire.
water. I've used all kinds of stuff,
Canola oil.
and I can't taste the difference.
I think we're just
Is it
numb to
Worcestershire?
Worcestershire, yep.
Wash your sister sauce.
Worcestershire.
Yeah, I use that on my Beyond burgers, or not Beyond, Impossible burgers.
But it's such a thin layer. I think the
Whoa,
water.
whoa. Bill,
Don't go there, Kent. Just let it go.
How eat meat?
we
What?
can't go past that.
What's
Let
that?
it go. Look, act like you're in Frozen. Kent.
If you sing it like Frozen, I will.
You said what?
Let it go. Let it go.
That wasn't Frozen. That was a Baptist pastor.
Hey,
I think the
Let
most
it go, let
important
it go.
thing
That's
to
pretty
do.
good for a Lutheran.
I think the most important thing to do is let your meat set long enough for that seasoning to sweat in.
Tack
You
up
don't
on-
need a binder. Sometimes I'll rush it with a binder, but I think if you let it set long enough and let it sweat up,
So
Mojo uses pickle juice.
yes, pickle juice in cooking is fantastic. Yes.
It's got vinegar in it.
Nope.
I
Hold
guess if
on.
you're doing
What?
that South Carolina style, maybe.
Yeah,
No,
so like
I'm
it's
telling
got
you.
a tang.
Telling you.
Yeah.
Pickle juice. We will save the pickle juice. There are probably 2 jars of empty pickle jars in the refrigerator that we
Y'all
will.
use your own pickle. Y'all pickle
But
it
not as
yourself.
not as a binder.
No,
Oh,
not
this
as a
is y'all
binder.
bought-
Not as a binder. We're
marinade.
talking binders.
Marinade.
He
No.
said binder.
As a marinade. No, as a
binder.
marinade.
These-
I'm not using pickle juice as a binder.
Hojo said binder.
Hold
Yeah.
on.
A little part is all vinegar pepper, and it's a flavor, not just a tenderizer. It's
What do you think, y'all Chick-fil-A or what? Using pickle juice?
I do. Yes.
Disgusting.
No, it's not.
Like,
What?
first
Can't
of all,
you have
why
a
is
weakness for
splitting
pickles?
so-
You don't like pickles, Kent? What's wrong with you?
Do you really want to know the story why I don't eat pickles?
Oh no, we don't want to hear that story.
I'm gonna say yes, just because.
Okay.
Alrighty, I warned you.
all right.
Okay, we're going back to about 1993. I used to work for this restaurant.
So. all right. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Kent. Go ahead. 1993. He used to work for this restaurant.
Oh no.
It was.
And I'm
it
not
was the
going to
first
say
one.
the name, but it had 2 big yellow things that went like this as their
Okay.
logo.
All right, like this though.
Yeah, it was Wakwanas instead of, the
Okay.
upside down W.
Yeah.
Send a guy to the storeroom. We
Okay.
used to get the pickle slices in the 5-gallon green bucket.
Yeah.
Pickle slices in their juices. Throw them the keys. We're busy. I said, go get another 5-gallon bucket of pickles.
Okay.
5-10 minutes later goes by. The guy ain't back yet.
Uh-huh.
So I go to see what's going on, and here's old dude. Relieving himself in a 5-gallon bucket of pickles. You know how much urine and pickle juice looks alike? That's why I don't eat pickles or drink pickle juice. There you go.
Well, I mean, come on, that's kind of a one-off situation there, Kent.
Bullshit, I beat the fuck out of him and then I fired him.
Disgusted. I'm thoroughly disgusted.
So was I. I was 20 years old and I still haven't eaten a pickle 34 years later.
Challenge
Well,
accepted.
they've probably changed buckets by now, Kent.
Yeah, right?
I hope so. It's the same juice in the same bucket being recycled for 34 years.
You know how you have the sourdough starter? It's that same
That's
thing.
it. they keep adding to it.
Keep fermenting more and more. I think we just solved how AIDS was started.
The mother brine.
The mother brine.
Like the
I heard
a bit of the mother is in there. Yes, the mother brine.
Yeah.
Sure.
I heard they use that same mother brine in Beyond Burgers and tofu. I'm just saying.
Nope.
All right, so can I get a volunteer to step off or hang out in the basement more or less?
Hey, I
I'll be glad to go.
gotta do some stuff with my kid.
All right,
Y'all
no
keep
worries.
talking, and
Yeah.
I got you on the iPad here. I'll keep listening, but
All right,
y'all have a great week. All right,
you too.
Hey,
Take care.
Kent. Good to see you.
guys.
Jimmy, you hanging up too?
I can, yeah.
No, you don't. No, well, there's only need one of y'all to go.
It's just Marlon.
There's Marlon. Look, Marlon.
No, I say hello to Marlon. Hey, Marlon.
Just one time, I would like to come in on a conversation that's just like we're talking about barbecue,
We were.
selling
Yeah, we were.
barbecue, or anything.
were.
I
We were
literally
talking
hung
about
up the phone
barbecue.
and told everybody, "Hey, I got are we done? We're done. Cool.
You're-
I'll talk to y'all later. I'll with
You're
if I
just-
jump off again, I got to handle business again. So
That
Hey,
was
Mario, what's up?
Kid
my
heard
point,
the
my point
conversation.
here. So I jump on. So I took yours off my laptop. I got the app. I jump in, and the next thing you know, all I'm seeing is, all I saw was, what conversation? Why do I keep
You
getting
come in at the
middle
right
of
time.
these conversations?
Listen, Marlon,
Just a
it is
visual
not just-
aid.
I'm telling you, Marlon, it is a thing because Kent was on a live stream. Kent was on a live stream last Saturday, and I came in and I was like, "What the hell did I just watch?" And it is one of those things where you really never know what you're going to see or get when you pop onto a live stream, and it's like the best part of the live stream. That's the best part.
But I'm just like, the last thing I heard was, the steam, and make sure that the blue wave and everything else. I was like,
yeah.
Okay, so do we got all the project done? Yeah. Okay, I gotta go. Bye. Got off the phone. Shut yours down. Jumped on here, and I'm seeing a grown man turn to the side, and I beat the crap out of him, and then I'm like, why the hell do I keep coming in on some of the most cringy?
Sorry, not sorry, Marlon. Sorry, not sorry.
No, not
I
sorry.
said sorry, not sorry.
You got to be there at the beginning.
Yes, you got to be.
Sorry, not sorry.
Not
How's
at all.
everybody doing tonight?
Great,
Angela,
fantastic.
looking great as usual. Rumpus, hello. Jimmy, hello. Matt Boy, hello. And of course, Dash.
Yeah. Hey, yo, what's up, Marlon? How you doing? Marlon, I've been seeing some things from you too. I have to I feel like I need to take a day to just catch up on stuff that because y'all be just talking. Y'all be got the raps.
We our subscription has, and I don't know what's going on, but it has blown up. Like, we're getting new subscribers. It used to be I used to get a subscriber every other month, and now apparently we're doing something right that we're getting them every day now.
Okay, that's what's up.
That's great.
Now, of course, the minute I say that, then
and always, whenever you talk about subscribers, it goes the opposite direction. It's Murphy's Law. So,
and let's face it, all of us, sooner or later, we run out of family.
I don't know, man. That dude that cook, that dude that cook, his family is replenishing. You know,
He got 100K.
Yo, dog. He got the play button, man.
Yep.
Forget when I turn this light on, I gotta turn the fan on too. Woo.
Oh, you having a flash over there, Marlon?
A little flash.
You're gonna get like me when I start getting hot. That's when I'll be like, I come out the shirt and I'm like, t-shirt time.
Yeah.
Getting a little fake over here.
Oh, RTX barbecue. What's going on?
What's his name?
Suburban barbecue. Holy
Can
cow!
you believe that Jim's in here?
What, dude? What's up? Yes,
Where's he been hiding?
I don't know, man. But he has the perfect starter YouTube video all set out and planned, and he has never posted it to YouTube. He's got the most subscribers with no videos. He really does.
Wow.
He really does. He used to be on all the live streams, be in all the comments, be all everywhere, and then he just kind of was like, nah.
He's
managed
not to piss anybody off.
There is that. Man, that's a tall order. You see, Kent's not here anymore. Oh man,
I don't know the story, so okay.
No, I'm just Kent's not here anymore. I'm just blaming it, saying that Kent has pissed people off, and he has, but he hasn't pissed me off, which is all that matters in this moment.
Except for when he comes on and he says, "Hey, big sexy," but he's talking about himself.
You know what? I'm just gonna let him have that because he really is 6'13".
He's a giant.
You big.
You know, it reminds me of that. It reminds me of that Cedric the Entertainer joke when he's like, "So what's your name, bruh? Ralph, but they called me what was it, Big Juicy?"
Yeah, you ain't call no grown ass man Big Juicy.
What was it Juicy?
I don't remember.
I'm like that Big Juicy. Like I ain't calling no grown ass man Big Juicy. Yo, Big Juicy.
Nah, that doesn't work.
No,
That doesn't work.
closest thing you gonna get is Yo Big.
So, Grumpus, I have a question for you. What is that background? Is that like Utah or is that?
Let me see here to tell me. This is Garden Pass, Italy.
Italy. Okay.
Look at Quentin's comment. He's trying to figure out what's behind you.
That's what the hell the wooden thing behind me. It's a cutting board.
Flog. It's a flog.
Nah, it ain't. Nah, it's a cutting board. So
That looks like a child whacker to me.
Yeah, that ain't what
Nah, brother.
back in my day.
No. Look.
Let the Board of Education.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
Yo, Jimmy said that call at the Board of Education. Yo, that's wow. Okay, so
That looks like you missed your homework.
nah.
Yeah.
So I bought this cutting board, and I've been taking pictures on the cutting board. If you've seen Instagram, you have seen this cutting board. I have been taking pictures and putting them on this cutting board to have a nice background for my meat product pictures. And now I feel compelled to try and pull up one of those pictures or so. But we'll kind of see if I can find one quickly enough. But
He's calling it a cutting board for the internet.
you said what?
It's only his cutting board for the internet.
Well, I totally agree. You need something nice to take your pictures on.
No, man, it is legit. Like, yes.
Oh, I'm serious.
Marlon had to move back to his apartment.
I took some pictures on a plate about 2 years ago that was chipped, and my wife hasn't let me hear the end of it yet.
All right, Jerry, what's going on, man? Yes.
Hi,
Oh,
Jerry.
yes. Jerry, we were talking about you earlier. You know, good talking about you. We were like, oh, hey, remember when we had that delay earlier? Yeah. It was somebody that also had a delay earlier.
I asked about you, Jerry, because you like
you
dipped
wanted the
out
sauce.
and told us about your sauce, and then you like haven't come back. What's up with the sauce?
Yeah, with a sauce, yo. With a sauce at.
You can type it in, Jerry.
He's going to. There's a delay, man.
It's a yeah.
Just give it a moment.
Dang, Marlon put up a fancy background too.
Of course, Marlon, you know.
Marlon always has a fancy background. I thought
didn't know he
that his
played the
house
piano.
was just immaculately clean the first couple of times. I was like, dang, like I'm slipping because I'm glad the camera tilts up and not down.
All right, so let's see. We are going to share screen.
That's got
Select the window.
I can't do that on my phone.
What's that?
The background.
You have to have a
All right.
solid background.
Yeah.
to do
So
it.
can you guys see the screen? My screen?
Not yet.
No.
Oh crap! Hold on. Oh wait. Let's see.
You got to share it and then click it on.
Yeah,
like a
I
guest.
see. Yep. Allow. All right. So can you see it now? Yeah, you can.
Yeah,
All right.
There
So
we go.
see, here is the you know, these are some of the pictures from the rib. Can you see the pictures of the ribs?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Alright.
do.
So see them on the. Oh wait, yeah, look at that.
Ooh, that's pretty.
Damn. Yes,
We
it
got lighting
is.
and everything.
Dang.
Did you send me that one?
You can see the
I think I did send you that one.
And for the love of God, please dab the sauce on. Don't rub it on there because Dash will lose his mind.
Don't
Please
dab the sauce
dab the
on.
sauce on there. You got on your son
Oh,
Or spreading the sauce, and I'm like,
Not gonna forget that.
oh, all right. Because I want to say the way he was doing it, but it was a thing. Like, um, you had. I almost want to say you had to be here because you couldn't see what he was doing with the sauce. Oh, so he was brushing it on,
Yeah.
and I was saying you just kind of put some sauce on it and then spread it out with the brush and kind of like spread it out so you don't see the brush strokes. So that's what it was, Marlon.
let that man cook his rib chewing
no.
that he cooked. That.
Look, it's funny because Angela commented on something and she said, "Oh, those aren't your son's ribs," and I was like, "Wait, what?" And she said, "Oh, I could tell those weren't his ribs because of the way they fell apart." And we're in the video where I made the ribs when I was cutting the ribs.
This is why I have a hat, Bob. Okay, because y'all gonna get it. Y'all gonna jump on me anyway. My ribs have to be fall off the bone.
Yes.
That's the only way that I cook it. Like,
Yeah.
I don't understand the whole you bite into it and you could see the teeth marks, and then I'm like,
And then it's all in your teeth. And
I like them fall off the
like
bone.
that idea. Now, granted, I also don't like the idea of you having little riblets at the bottom of the pan too that fell off the bone and you ain't never even touched it. That's kind of a little irritating too. But that whole, but that's what they do in rib competition. Is you supposed to be able to bite into it.
A clean bite. Yep.
You clean bite. You can see the bone, but you can also see the teeth marks into it. I'm like,
that's not appealing. That's not what I want.
Well, we're all cooking.
I ain't gonna win no competition because I can't eat like that.
And that's
We're
why I
all
cook
cooking our own
backyard
stuff
barbecue.
because we want it the way we like it.
Yeah,
That's exactly it.
Just cooking at my house for my family. I take ribs off, and then for my wife and especially one of my children, I leave them on. They want to be able to turn the bone and just pull it out, and that's just that's like mush to me.
What did I say?
Irritating.
irritating.
I'm gonna tell you the same thing. I'm gonna tell you the same thing I told my wife because she does that. That's not a word, Marlon. I said, did you understand what I said? Yeah. Okay, so it wasn't that bad. If you understood exactly what I was trying to say by using the correct wording.
I love it. It's funny. And I heard somebody say wrestling the other day and thought about it too. And I was like, and it was a newscaster, and I was like, wrestling?
It's wrestling.
On the news? Like
I was just about to go there, Angela. So I'm glad you beat me to it. I was like, do I comment wrestling in the comment and then put it there? Or do I just wait for a break to say wrestling?
Man. If I'm wrong, wrestling is in a circle, wrestling's in a square.
In a street. I was thinking in the street.
Oh. Wrestling basically is just Southern style wrestling.
What's Southern style?
Yeah.
It's okay. Back in the day, back in the golden days of wrestling, there used to be territories. And so it wasn't WWE or TNA or AEW. It wasn't a company that traveled all over the United States. Back in the day, it was territories. So one person, one promoter will concentrate on the South, which was Jim Crockett's promotion. They concentrated on just the South. You had another promoter who was out west, California, Nevada, things like that. So if you're going where I am, North Carolina, South Carolina, Florida, Georgia, Virginia, West Virginia, they never called it wrestling. It was wrestling because we're country. So we called it wrestling. Now, if I went to California, yeah, I would get the same look like, what the hell is wrestling? Because they would call it wrestling. So
well, when I grew up, wrestling was in a ring and wrestling was in the schoolyard.
That's what I said. Wrestling's in the street.
It's in the dirt.
So yeah,
I
like
used to call
wrestling
I
is
used to
the
call it
organized
fighting, but okay. I didn't.
wrestling, with the singlets and all of that stuff in a little ring with the 2 bars, and yeah, that I can see that one.
You also
Mm.
have to say professional wrestling. You can't just say wrestling. 'Cause
Oh, ooh, put
wrestling
some
is
respect.
college. No,
Respect.
no, wrestling is college. College wrestling, high school wrestling. So when you say wrestling, it's collegiate. When you say professional wrestling, that's the big heavy dudes
It's
with
so funny. Like he said wrestling for college and high school, and then he
Yep.
said professional wrestling.
professional
Yep, I
wrestling.
heard
Yeah,
that. I heard
He
it.
did. Yep.
professional wrestling.
Well, nobody but Marlon will get this, but I got to meet Ox Baker once.
Ooh, when he was still wrestling.
Yeah, he pulled in the gas station I was working at. He filled up the whole front seat of an LTD.
That was a big dude.
Well, Molly, you get this, but our local area, we had several. We had like Wahoo McDaniel and Ric Flair and
Oh
Ravish
yeah.
and all some hunting locally here. So we would see them a lot. In fact, I can tell a bad story on Rick Rue, but I won't. But
You can. It ain't gonna make no difference. We'd heard them all.
and that was what Crockett. That was
Jim Crockett promotion.
yeah.
Yeah, don't worry about it, Jimmy. We have plenty of bad stories on Rick Rude, Ric Flair, Art Anderson, Ole Anderson,
Yep.
the 4 horsemen, basically.
Yep.
The biggest butthole of them all was a guy named Chief J. Strongbow, who you would think is Native American. No, he was straight up Italian. And he wrestled as a Native American, which pretty much have shown you that racism
Times have changed.
has come across all shapes and sizes.
So I
Not
didn't
racist,
put it
we're
back.
just showing favorites.
I didn't put it back up, Marlon, because I didn't want to stand up and put it back up. And the blower is in the house because I use it to blow off like the back deck and the side of my house and other things like that. So I keep it inside so it doesn't get wet and it get damaged. So it sits by the side door, the one that leads out to where all my grills and smokers are. Angela,
Do we I want to get a blower just in case I start smoking again. But I have a hard time trying to justify buying a blower just for a smoker.
What makes you think you need a blower?
Because I'm the only idiot out there in 110-degree weather going.
No, you're not.
So get yourself a big piece of cardboard. I see it, Jimmy. I saw it, Jimmy. I was going to say something, Jimmy, but I let it go. So get yourself a big old piece of cardboard.
and buy you some tumbleweeds.
Man.
No, it's to keep it going.
So Marlon, I tell you what, they have like mini blowers. So the one that I have is a bit overkill.
Like a shop blower.
Yeah, like a little so Marcus, if you go
Get a
back to the
hairdryer.
video, yeah.
Go
You
to
don't have to
Walmart,
put
buy a $11 hairdryer.
Yep.
My
Yep.
wife will
You don't-
kick my ass sitting there.
You
You don't put my hair dryer back in that.
Go get you a
It's
separate one.
yours.
They like $10.
Yeah, I'm about to say it's yours.
No. Use the wife's. I want to hear this story.
It was wrestling. When she wrestled me,
No.
Wrestled that dryer out of
is
my hand.
I can see myself going out there with a hair dryer and blowing on the coals and everything. And the only thing my wife is going to do is come out, look at me, look at the hair dryer, look at me, look at the hair dryer, and then go, "Who the hell you been with?"
I thought she was about to say she gonna go back in the house and you get some quiet time to yourself.
There you go. I
thought she was going to say you chose
thought
death
this was going to be a good
today.
story.
I did with that decision.
You know that little song, "Dumb Ways to Die."
Oh no.
Well, Marlon, have you tried a chimney?
Yeah, charcoal chimney works really well.
Yeah. And yeah. And
So Marlon,
I think I'm gonna do that.
I'm guilty of trying to keep a big old piece of cardboard out near my smoker sometimes, and if I have to, I will fan the fire with the big old piece of cardboard.
Yeah.
I find that I will use the blower in my big smoker to try and accelerate the cook to get it going, but at the same time, I can either use my my weed burner and just add flame to it, or I can use the blower and add air to it, and they kind of do the same thing. So
I think I'm gonna do that then the next time. I may have a my daughter is finally graduating from college and decided to use my house for her graduation party, which okay.
So you have my email address, and you just send me the address and.
Okay. I'm the one cooking, so I don't know.
I come help you, man. Shoot.
I just test her to say, "Am I cooking?" Because she's real good at, 2 days before the party going. So what we having? I don't know. What food you bringing?
Mm-hmm. Oh,
see, this is what you got to look for.
Oh, don't curse me! Don't curse me like that! Don't do that! Don't do that!
They grow when they pull the
no.
They're younger, but they grow, so they can actually go home.
Now. So can we say hi to Victor and keep him in our thoughts?
Victor.
He's still going through issues in and out of the hospital. So he actually called me earlier and told me he wasn't going to be able to make it onto the live stream. So, thanks, Victor, for hanging out just for a couple moments. And definitely appreciate you coming through. And really, 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 like I said, Victor, I'll check on you tomorrow. Hopefully, you make it through, man. Definitely get better, Victor. Get better. Quentin said, congratulations on graduation. Yeah. She better had.
Well, the funny thing about her, my children are weird.
You are there. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, I know. She owns a daycare before she graduated from college. So I went.
Shoot,
you know what?
Get it.
And she literally looked at me and go, "You think that's strange?" I'm like, "I raised you, child. There ain't nothing strange. You burnt.
Yo, I don't see the
You literally set the kitchen on fire cooking frozen shrimp. There is nothing that's going to top that." And yes, the shrimp was still frozen afterwards.
After the fire?
Yeah, after the fire. She turned the pan on, and she got on her cell phone and went to her bedroom. The next thing you know, my son is like the coolest.
So that was
person
recent.
No, no.
Recent, like 5-7 years.
No. She was a teenager then. She was like 14, 15, 16 years old, maybe that by then.
How old is she now?
I don't know, man. I got 5 of them. I don't know.
I mean, cell phones haven't been around that long.
No. The only age I got to keep up with is my wife's. I don't know what the rest of them is.
Definitely. Marlon said prayers for Victor. Indeed. All the best, Victor. Definitely we're thinking about you, man. Oh, wait. Yes. Prayers are definitely out there for you, Victor. All right. Recent is 5 years. Loud.
Yeah, recent is 5 years.
All right, so you know what? I almost had to take that back, but I had the same cell phone number since 1998, so that's going on 25 years. So maybe it could have been longer than I thought. I'm just,
Yeah, I've had I had the same phone number for at least 18 years now. It got to be 18 years.
I think mine since 2001, so 22.
So my high school yearbook, the number I wrote in my high school yearbook is the same number.
I didn't have a phone in high school.
And I wasn't that popular enough for somebody to call me, so I wasn't worried about it.
I had a pager.
I had a pager too.
I had a pager.
No, you had a two-way.
I had a two-way.
Oh, I remember that two-way.
I had a pager. Look, I had the 3-button pager before I had the 2-way.
I ain't have no. I didn't have the fancy chain.
I
that
did.
hooked
I
to
did.
it and all that.
I did.
He did.
I ain't have all
Oh,
that.
me and the missus and the 2-way have stories for days.
Wow.
She's calling me out.
Years, and when I retired from the sheriff's office, I wasn't allowed to take that number with me, so I get a new. And it's funny, they let that number go, and it went to an 11-year-old little girl. And my mother has finally caught up with me and cussed me out because of her daughter's phone.
Listen, Jimmy, that's just like my mom so this is, again, going how old I am and we had 2 phones in my house because, when dial-up was dial-up, you couldn't have your primary phone be on the internet. So you had to have a secondary phone line so you could have that for your internet, right? So when we moved out of Philadelphia into Delaware County, Pennsylvania, my mom got a primary number and a secondary number. Well, that secondary number belonged to the Zenith Television Corporation. And we used to get phone calls like no bull. The Zenith Television Corporation was based in the next town over from where my mom lives currently. And we used to get calls and faxes and all types of stuff, all like to the point where we had to turn the ringer off on the phone. And she had a fax machine hooked up because, of course, my mom was, she was with it. So we used to get faxes all the time. So, yes, I know all about getting a number that was assigned to someone else.
I want one day to have me a number that used to belong to like a restaurant or a pizza place or something like that.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Go ahead.
Because I would take the order.
Sure.
And wait for them to go pick it up. And
you know what you do, Marlon?
Credit card number and everything.
You know what I do now when people call me?
Because I got a former police officer.
When people call me
and
to spam me, like I had a guy call me the other day and he's like, "Hey, I wanted to talk to you about your property on." And he told me some street, and I'm like, "I don't have a property there." But while I have you, can I talk to you about your vehicle's warranty, your extended warranty?
Let me tell you about Jesus.
Have you accepted Jesus Christ as your Lord and personal Savior? That's the one. That's the one.
That was hilarious.
Yo, I'm like, I'm gonna waste every little bit of your time. You wasting my time, I'm wasting your time right
I try
back.
I try to keep them on the line as long as I can.
Yes.
My wife gets so mad, she'll say, "Just hang up." And I said, No, I told him I was going to another phone. And I put the phone down and walk away.
Like, as soon as you answer the phone, when it goes beep, I hang up. Like,
I do that at work.
Out of that. I'm like, it's a spam call.
I had to say
thank you for hanging out.
I had to say my daughter because she was trying to get an extension on her college loan and she was calling somebody. And this is one of those situations where you're listening, but you're not listening, those situations. So she's talking and she was like, "Okay, what's my full name?" I said, "Did it got to, what's my social security number?" And I went, whoa. Who are you talking to? I'm talking to the Department of Education. I was like, "Sweetie, the Department of Education? Yeah. The people who gave you the money to begin with? Yeah." I said, "Sweetie, that's the government. They already have your information if they was real." No. She was so sweet. I think this is a scam, so I'm going to hang up now. Okay, works for me. So, okay. Like, that's not how that works. They already know who you are. Trust me.
Oh yeah,
they know who you are.
They not gonna forget you. Quentin says that he thinks he sent 3 faxes in his entire life.
Yeah, but he's a child.
I'm about to say, how old are you?
He's probably never seen a black and white TV.
He doesn't know what dial-up sounds like.
You never seen a black and white TV, Marlon?
No, I've seen a black and white TV.
Me too.
And dial-up.
And when you had to turn to the U.
Marlon was the remote. Marlon was the remote growing up.
With the pliers.
I was the antenna, so I mean,
Go stand over there.
All you need is one good
stay right there. Right there.
Yep.
All you need is a hanger.
Get ready to go outside and turn the pole the antenna was on.
That's right. Absolutely right.
We lived in a city. We didn't have to worry about that.
My mom is staying with me now while her house is getting renovated, which is fantastic for me. I love my mom, and we hold conversations every night. But I also can't help the fact of I'm bringing up every lousy thing you ever done to me when I was a child, including yelling out the window, because I was lucky enough to have an apartment that was overlooking the neighborhood park.
Yeah.
So my mom would yell out the window. Now, mind you, my room overlooked the park, so she literally had to get out of her bed to go to my room to yell out the window for me to come in the house. I'm running up the hill, in the door, running up the stairs. Yes, ma'am. Hand me that remote control.
Absolutely not.
If I knew then what I know now,
Be
I
careful.
would
She
have
might.
more whoopings than you could ever imagine. 'Cause the first thing out of my mouth is, woman, you passed the remote walking into my room to tell me to come in the house.
Listen, I'm telling you,
Be
Marlon.
careful. She might have some memories of her own.
Listen,
She does.
I saw something like that, Marlon, where it was the child and the mother was staying with the child, and the child called the mom to do something similar to how the mother used to do the same stuff. Yo, I was cracking up watching that video because I'm like, the stuff you want to do, like you I won't say you treat your parents like your children, but yo,
that ain't happening.
Shoot,
No.
I'm telling you, I was cracking up with this video.
Nope. No, we're good. We're good now.
Look, Quentin says he appreciates his shout moments. No, you never know, man.
He de-aged himself like 3 faxes, because
I know.
He pretty much dated himself on that one.
Notice I've been more silent than usual on this portion of the discussion.
Quiet there, dude.
So you haven't even dealt with fax machines then, or broadcasting.
Not really. He probably, you know what? He probably scanned and faxed the information via scanner and not actually using a dedicated fax machine.
See, Matt Boy, don't even worry about it, because I have a person on my show who comes in from time to time, and he reminds everybody that he's really, really young. So every time that we talk about music or movies or something like that, and he'll go,
"That ain't music."
Wait a minute. So who is Queen Latifah?
What you calling me?
I mean, to be fair, like, I've done the MS-DOS commands, I've sent faxes, but the faxes were few and far between.
Ooh, MS-DOS.
Found MS-DOS, like
MS-DOS
what?
5.0.
When I was a kid.
The little black screen where you had to.
Yeah, command line.
Make
That's
one
because his
mistake.
parents had a really old computer. I know how old he is, and he didn't really have to do DOS commands, because I had to do DOS commands when I was a kid.
Yeah,
I learned on DOS commands.
No, I'm just saying.
We all had
some of
to.
it, like,
If he was doing DOS commands, no.
DOS,
They
you
just
got a
didn't
DOS,
upgrade.
you got a DOS computer and a book. Have at it.
Yeah, I
The
mean, I
last
did
time-
DOS commands. I mean, but I did command
That was
line
like
testing,
training.
too.
Exactly. I still use command line. Oh my god.
Not with him pulling it from right here, though.
It was
Wow.
within arm's reach.
Wow. Wow.
You really got to go long for it.
Grumpus, you should be sitting on that book right now.
You're probably right.
Use it as a booster for.
That was a pretty thick book.
Bruh. You you can't find phone books anymore. You know, you're gonna have to start giving your grandkids those old computer textbooks.
That's right.
You don't have
Man.
phone books no more, do you?
No. When was the last time you saw a phone book?
I used to deliver them.
Quentin.
I used to deliver them.
Andrew, have you haven't gotten a phone book to your new address, have you? Have you gotten a phone book to any of your addresses?
No.
Yeah, the first one.
The first one? What
What
about the
was you,
Donnelly
three?
directory? Do you remember that? Anybody?
No, what was the phone number that you used to dial to get the weather or the time?
Oh, I remember.
I know there was a
those.
number for time, but I don't know the number for weather.
I remember those.
I'm still surprised they got 1-900 numbers.
I'm not even gonna go there because I used to tease.
I've got
Angela.
the clean version of it because I'm back to wrestling when they was like, you want the latest news of who behind stage, 1-900, blah blah blah. Your mind just went somewhere else that didn't have no business on.
Yeah, and Quentin is like, who did you fax stuff to? Yep. Security
Fax
documents had to be faxed. You had to, well, actually, so it got to the point now where you would scan the documentation and then email it to a secure email address. But that's now.
Yeah, that's now.
I don't know. I'm trying to think like if I faxed that PII stuff when I first started.
We had to fax, like, because you had to fax your, like, all of my clearance information, like my paperwork that I signed when we still did the paper SF 86. You had to scan that back to the security officer.
Yeah, you still have to. There's still fax going on because you still have to fax certain documents to doctors, hospitals. They still. Use fax.
Yes, definitely. The
That's what I was gonna
medical
say, in the
industry
medical space.
still definitely wants faxes of copies, and it's like, no, I'll scan it and send it to you via email. They're like, no, we need a fax so we can put it into your file. You print it out.
That's only if they don't have a
secure
EHR system.
Yeah, the closest thing they got to, I think Angela was hitting on it. The closest thing they got to before scanning was that you was able to fax to an email.
Yeah, that was me saying that. Yeah,
and the email you can send to whatever, but that was the last technology.
I had to
when
send that encrypted email with the password. Oh man, woo, buddy.
Good times.
Tell me you work for the government without telling me you work for the government. The SF-86 form.
You had
why do they keep sending it to us without the password? That used to irk the daylights out of me. Like, here it is. I can't open it. I need the password. Oh, I don't know who has the password. Then why did you send this to me?
That was the original two-step security.
In a separate email.
Right. Send it to me.
Literal
if somebody transmitted the first one, if somebody, if somebody got the first one, they was gonna capture the second one too. So they would capture your password too.
The first person would send me the document. The second person is the only one that got the password. What kind of department are you running? I need y'all to cross-reference with each other and talk to each other because this is stupid. One of y'all need to know what the other person is doing because this is wasting my time.
Marlon, let me tell you this, right?
Security.
So I work for a government agency, and they have to transmit, I won't say live data, but logs, data logs, and the data logs get transmitted, and then one email says, "Hey, here is the encrypted data. Here is the password unencrypted."
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, what?
Our government at work.
What? And then what do? Forward them to two people unencrypted. It's like
I have to deal with government agencies. I'm sorry, I've never had to deal with that. Like I said, I'm sticking to the whole. Here's an encrypted download. Okay, I need the password. I've never had to deal with. Here's the encrypted data. Here's the unencrypted email.
Password. Yeah.
For a while, I did have to deal with, and I don't think it lasted very long, that flash drives had to be encrypted before.
Oh, we still do this still with that. Removable data. Oh my gosh, dude.
They don't do
had
that
to
no more.
do
Yes.
it with CD.
Yeah, they don't do that.
Yep.
They don't do that no more.
All of it. So the whole thing is we could not put anything onto USB. We had to write stuff securely onto a CD. And on the CD had to be password protected with a second, third level password protection or encryption. Sorry. And then not only when you remove the encryption from the data, it was still encrypted. So you had to remove that second level of encryption. Yo, talk about hoops to jump through for nothing.
And you had to label the CD properly because it has to be classified properly.
But no. And not only did it have to be labeled properly, the chain of custody had to be followed. And once the data was given to the person who received it, they then had to check it back in to the data bank to put it into a pile that's just going to get thrown out in 3 to 5 years.
Exactly. We had a file cabinet.
I still got you beat now. I still got you beat. They just don't give you permission to use a flash drive. Yeah, well, you literally have to go through IT for them to give you permission for your computer to use a flash drive.
So because I'm on a system administrator team, I was one of the people who used to go into the BIOS and disable the USB drive on all of their machines. And so you know what's crazy with that disabling of the USB drive, I had an issue with my computer, my desktop computer recently, where now what the problem was, I had an IP conflict, but I couldn't get to the internet, and my machine didn't tell me I had an IP conflict. So me being the computer person I am, I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna take the hard drive out of another computer and plug it in and put it, into this new computer, because I'm like, it's got to be something hardware related. If it's an issue, put it in, plug it in, put it on, same issue. I'm like, all right, well, something's up, something's wrong. So then I'm like, all right, well, I need to be able to change the boot order so that I can do some different things. If you don't know, most computers have a BIOS jumper that will bypass the password. Man, I took the damn computer apart on my desk, had the BIOS password jump, had the thing all hacked and everything. But the problem was my hard drive had a static IP address that gave a conflict, but didn't actually show me that it was giving an IP address conflict. So then after about 2 days, 3 days of me fighting with the computer, I'm like, yo, I threw my hands up in the air. I said, screw it. I've been working on this for days. I'm gonna take a new computer. I'm gonna get a new computer. I got a new computer, and I gave my old computer to the IT, my system administrator, like one of my network system administrators. He said, oh, I figured it out in like a minute. Well, what the hell? I've been telling you I've been having issues for days. What was it? He's like, oh, it was an IP conflict. Are you effing kidding me? You know how much data I had on that machine and everything I had saved preferences on that machine that I had to like transfer sneakernet. There's a term for you guys who are old. Sneakernet from one machine to another. Like, what? I mean, I was hot.
Now let me ask you this. Let me ask you this question.
Yeah.
Did you check what group you was in before you did all of this?
No. So I am in one of the, because I'm a local admin. And not only am I a local admin, I have the local admin, well, the administrator, the admin, domain admin account. So if I need to do something, I can just log in as a domain admin. So I can do it all. I just don't any longer. Like, it's one of those things where I'm like, oh, you want me to change your password? Nah, I can't do that anymore. I'm no longer a system administrator, but I still have system admin access.
Okay.
Yeah, so what up, Travis? You see Travis here? Look.
Hey, that's me.
We used to call him adorbs. He's so tiny and adorable. We used to call him adorbs.
All right, we got a question on here in possible Beyond Burger versus Impossible Burger.
Oh,
Possible.
I'm proud to say I haven't tried either one of them.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Not
So-
even
Beyond
interested.
Burger has like a taste.
Mealy. I mean, it's like meal.
yeah.
Not
I was
even
gonna say
curious.
Yeah, and yeah,
It's
I
like
like
gritty.
You know what doesn't have a taste? Meat.
Meat.
Impossible doesn't either. Impossible, you can make it taste like whatever you want to. So Impossible Burger it gives you a better simulation of like ground beef.
Simulation.
Or
I
You
mean,
said
it's
it
not
gives-
real. Like it's a simulation.
I don't.
What's the word?
No,
Matrix.
no. Equivalency.
A better equivalency of real meat.
y'all go ahead and eat them Matrix burgers.
I used
I'll
so
go live
when I
in
when I
reality.
first became vegetarian, which has now been 12 years. Like they I used to make all of my own stuff. I don't think I had a Beyond or Impossible Burger until like 2017. So
Is that a vape cigar? No.
No. No.
Not at all.
God, I miss Kemper, man.
I know, dude. My trips to Florida, he and I have hung out a couple times, and I am like, bro.
Didn't you do a live stream there with him?
Yes, I did do a live stream there
Yeah.
with him once.
Remember that?
Yes, that was a fun time. Too bad he doesn't have that shop anymore. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he said it looked fake. Oh, the cigar looked fake. No, it's not fake. Go ahead, poop. Yeah.
I'm looking at ashes. How you fake ashes?
Well, it must just be the way that it was off to the side with the background.
Beyond and Impossible or the 3D version.
Yo, Kent is just on something tonight. So
Yeah,
Beyond
I don't
Impossible
have a
burgers
problem
are
with
like
anybody
a
that
3D
eats
version of
food
beef.
like that. It's,
But it's
just
it's not really the 3D version. If you really think about it though, it's like
It's like the make-believe version.
yeah.
It's like the Wish.com version of me.
Ah, yes. Timu.
You ain't said nothing all night, and then you gonna come with that. All
It
night.
was funny. It was funny. Look, he was saving it. He was saving it.
And that might be what I'm remembered for.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Remember he had the Wish.com meat joke. Yes.
Better than what I
You will
used to
get
be known
remembered.
for in the chat.
Oh
Just
yeah.
like it was a Jerry. Jerry got the sauce.
oh, y'all wish
Mhm. Yeah.
You got wish.com.
I will say I am intrigued by the mushroom burn ends. I have to say I'm a big mushroom fan, so it might have to happen.
I think that Dash should make it happen. It's gonna be extra to say that Dash can make it happen.
I would try that if it's a real mushroom.
How did he make himself go away? I'm so.
He must be holding the camera.
No, a camera.
Oh,
He had a
oh,
cover.
he has like a little flip thing.
A camera cover. Yeah.
I was like, my man just disappeared.
yeah.
there is
Because he has a
not.
virtual background on.
Yep.
There is not, nor should there ever be, a vegetable and burnt ends.
Yes, it was delicious.
Do you know what they call burnt end mushrooms? You burnt your food. You need to start over.
No, it didn't even look burnt. It didn't look burnt, and that's
The only reason I'm saying that is because I looked them up, and I don't know.
Burnt in mushrooms.
So
Cousin, you gotta
I'm
Google.
sorry.
I can say cousin, you gotta Google it.
All right, that'll work. So
Sorry,
look,
bing it. You gotta bing it.
No,
You gotta bing it.
It's funny. So Quentin said the Impossible Whopper back in 2019, and he was impressed. That's because they cooked it on the same grill that they cooked the meat burgers on.
He said
They
it had the
didn't
most
change-
I don't
authentic
like the
taste
Impossible
ever.
Whopper.
They
Now, if
didn't
you cook
change
the
grill.
Impossible Burger yourself, it tastes so much better than I didn't like the one at
Was it BK?
Burger King.
Yeah.
They don't even have a picture of it.
I'm sure there's probably somebody.
So I found one baked barbecue beans with mushroom burnt ends.
That's what I like that.
What I tell you? I'm about to send this to you, cousin.
Okay, because I'm looking at it. I don't see. I'm no longer doing burnt end pulled pork though.
I didn't say I would like it. I said I'd like to try it.
Brown butter roasted what?
That's how you. It was delicious.
Brown butter
Not burnt
roasted.
babies.
Hold up. So I found this looks like a.
Ooh.
It says JM Farm shiitake mushroom burnt ends. Yeah, he doesn't show how it's done. Burnt ends, brisket, and mushrooms.
Hey, Dash, are you on right now?
Am I home?
Are you on the computer right now?
Yes,
Type
I
in
am.
brown butter roasted mushrooms.
All right, hold on a second.
That sounds good too.
Yeah, don't look it.
Butter roasted mushrooms. Roasted mushrooms and a brown butter garlic.
I'm about to say I got garlic butter roasted mushrooms. Oh no, I
Sounds
think what you're
delicious.
talking about. No, it
Is
on
it
the
roasted
computer.
mushrooms?
Ew,
Roasted
no.
mushrooms with the brown butter. What a brown butter? Which one are you looking at?
I'm looking at a picture that look like I'm finna beat your butt for wasting my food. That
Is it from Cooking for Keeps?
what did I got? Yeah, cooking for keeps. Yes.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
what I'm saying. I saw
All right.
that one. It don't look good.
It's
Okay,
a crusty
hold on.
pan too.
So hold on. All right, hold on. Let's share the screen. We're going to select the window.
That pan's back from the fax machine days.
Oh, you
Wow. He's on a roll, everybody.
I know, right? All right. So Cooking for Keeps, we have this brown butter roasted mushrooms. You say you aren't a fan of mushrooms and you haven't tried these brown butter roasted mushrooms. These guys are so easy to make and so delicious.
Yeah.
Perfect for their own as a side, but great in a number of other sides. I'm slightly obsessed with mushrooms, so make sure to check out this creamy mushroom and ricotta pasta. Of course, you got a link to the other videos. You got to. Y'all see
Link
these?
to other videos that have
Yo,
meat in them.
that
You saw-
is a crusty pan. That pan is rather crusty.
That's
You
what
are
I'm saying.
absolutely correct. And
Probably
here's the
all came from
recipe.
them mushrooms.
Yo, let's see how much butter she bathed in brown butter. Let's see how much brown butter she actually. Would Paula Deen cook this recipe or not?
Probably not. Paula Deen.
This
1 pound of mushrooms and 3 tablespoons of unsalted butter.
That's it.
That's not a
I
lot.
put
That's
more-
not bathed.
I put more.
I mean, it's got
butter
other stuff.
than that in my
She puts-
rice.
No,
Put
she needs
olive
butter.
oil.
Like that. You need. That's not bathed in butter. Like
Balsamic vinegar.
That's like the fourth. That's like the
Yo,
fourth. picture
it's
you
so
look
funny,
at.
right?
balsamic vinegar on
Oh,
mushrooms.
God.
So hold on,
Yeah.
can we talk about this picture though? Because this is the full frame picture. This is the 2/3 picture, and this is it even closer. So
She was
you
really
took
feeling
one
herself in that
picture.
picture.
You took
This
one
is
picture.
This is the pan back in the day where even black people would put aluminum foil on the pan before we cook it. You're not going to cook straight up on this pan. That is gross.
Look, but that's like from kind of arm and walk out in the cow lot.
But it's so true.
You don't even put aluminum foil on that pan and cook whatever you want to. It's a holding dock. It's a holding station. You ain't cooking
Oh
on
my
that.
god, yo, that gave me a headache, because it's true. Yo, everything gets crusty on the pan.
Whatever rust disease that you get from rust, you gonna get it from that pan. You do not cook food on that pan.
Lockjaw. Yeah.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I'm
These,
sorry.
These won't be the best mushrooms you ever had, but they might be the last mushrooms you ever had.
Look, Look. Harris's looks like doo doo, like actual feces.
Oh my gosh, y'all are
All right,
funny.
so Kent says, show me a plant-based food restaurant, and I'll
Yes,
show
you
you.
gotta come hang out with me.
Rent in a month. I'm telling you, Kent. There are some long-standing. There is a place in Baltimore called what is the name? Oh, Land of Kush. Land of Kush. No, I'm thinking Land of Kush. I've never been to Slutty Vegan.
Slutty Vegan is delicious.
Sure. Listen, I will get food for Mrs. Dash from Land of Kush, the vegetarian stuff, but I can't bring myself to just be like, ooh, I'm gonna go ahead out of my way and get this. What up, Marlon?
Don't they have the fritters up there or something?
They do have fritters there, but
yeah.
Oh, they're like crab cake substitutes.
Yeah.
But here's the deal: you want a fast food restaurant that do plant-based. Look at your regular fast food restaurant. You look at your McDonald's, look at your Hardee's or Carl's Jr. or people like that does plant-based foods.
What?
So, yeah.
No, because they're nasty. Like it's gonna be cooked in like the Impossible Burger. It's gonna be cooked on the same thing with meat. So it's not plant-based at that point. It's meat induced.
It's just seasoned.
Infused.
Meat infused. That's it. That's the word. Thank you. I'm at a loss for words. But yeah.
Got you all riled up. Look, Travis says, Slutty Vegan. I'm down for the first part.
You got to try it. The food is good. There's one in New York.
I'm sorry. What did I just miss? What?
Slutty Vegan. Slutty Vegan is now a chain. It started in Atlanta, but the girl's from Baltimore, so she put one in Baltimore. She's putting one in DC by the end of the summer.
There's a restaurant called Slutty Vegans.
Everything is named. I think like one of the thing is called like the hoe, that hoe. And it's a
hold on. Wait for it.
Are you pulling it up?
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
They have one that's like
be careful.
Nah, it's
put that in your search history.
Your search history is on point right now.
Oh, true.
Okay, so her name is Pinky Cole.
Yeah.
Oh, Pinky. What?
Baltimore.
That ain't the Pinky.
Oh my gosh, the names are dope though. That's cool.
The names are fun, yeah. And the one that's like a cheesesteak or whatever. It like the closest thing I tasted to a cheesesteak.
I'm sorry, I have to. I literally have to do this. What is one of the dishes again?
Pull up the menu, bro.
Hold on, I'm getting there. I had to pull it up. Share screen.
But before you do that, Dash, what was one of the names of the dishes, Angela?
I think it was that hoe.
Okay, no, and you literally think I'm going to eat that hoe?
Yeah, you eat my cousin's meat, don't you?
Now he's never had my.
He never had.
Oh, look, yo, hold on. Menage a trois, Hollywood hooker.
I'm not going there.
Chicken head, fussy hussy, the side hoe,
sloppy
toppy, big dog, super sneaky link, yeah, the whole boy. Hot toddy, all right, dance hall queen, eat plants, chicken cheeseburger, PLT. What the hell, plant? PLT. So plantains, lettuce, and tomato, and then eat plants, chicken.
What's the one that's like a What's the one that's like a
What's his world coming to?
They're Hollywood hooker. That's the one I get.
The Hollywood hooker.
It's like a cheesesteak. It's like a vegan cheesesteak.
All right, so first she messed it up. So it says vegan chopped Philly. No. I want y'all to see my face, how disgusted I am. No.
Hey, yo, vegan how's the fries?
Chopped Philly?
The fries are delicious. No. They give you way too many of them, though.
I'm stuck on this whole chopped Philly. I said chopped anything is a New York thing.
She from Baltimore. What you expect?
Dash was good until they picked on his cheesesteak.
It's delicious. When I say it's the
give-
closest
I
thing I've
give
ever had
Grumpus-
to
I give Grumpus
cheesesteak.
credit because he didn't even call it a Philly cheesesteak. He just called it a cheesesteak. Vegan chopped Philly. How
I didn't
can
say
we help
Philly
you?
cheesesteak either. I
That's
said
so wrong.
cheesesteak.
No, but I mean, it's just
All
raw.
of that on that burger.
That's not that much. Lettuce, tomato, burger,
Is that
cheese.
bacon?
Yeah, that
No, that's faking right there. That's what that is.
That's what I said.
I know that ain't
That looks
bacon.
pretty good. It just
I know
needs
Oh
some
wait,
meat
that
on it.
might be this one. The plant-based patty loaded with vegan bacon, vegan cheese, caramelized onion, lettuce, tomato, and our slut sauce on a vegan Hawaiian bun. Like,
Oh.
how can you not like? How is a bun not vegan?
Oh, side hoe
Oh,
is what I
egg.
was talking. Not that hoe, side hoe.
Yeah, you can put egg in it.
yeah, the side hoe
Yeah,
burger has
egg.
smell to
Yo,
it.
how's that Coke?
Man, y'all want some stuff? I'm just going to apologize to Bumpy right now. I'm sure he's probably cracking up. Like they talking about side hoes and slutty hoes and chicken heads. Yo.
How's that Pepsi?
Wait. So I gotta read some of these menu, like these things. The chicken head is an incognito plant-based chicken tossed in buffalo sauce, topped with pickles, vegan ranch, and coleslaw on a vegan Hawaiian bun. When you have to specify that everything is damn vegan at a vegan restaurant, you're doing too much.
No, it's because people who eat meat will come there and they'll be like, oh, so it has real cheese on it. You're not really vegan, and it's because that community is a little.
No, I would never do that.
Well, because I'm a vegetarian, so I eat
I'm
real
not
cheese.
walking in.
Well, yeah, if you're not walking, yeah, but I mean, I eat real cheese. So, if I made a restaurant, I would use real cheese. I would not use vegan cheese, because I'm vegetarian, not vegan. So,
My mom is vegan.
Can I have
That
some of your
day of
vegan
cheese is
water?
trash. It's so bad.
You said what?
Can I have some of your vegan water?
Vegan water.
He's talking.
Taste Hustle number 1 is asking me about throwback wear, of course, because I am the one that has throwback wear because I'm old and have old clothes. Yeah.
He can wear the first version of the SDS smokers.
Fee live.
I do not, Marlon. I never. So my mom bought me a pair of two pairs of Filas when I was a kid, and they were like a 7 and a 7.5, so I could grow into the shoes. I have never ever worn a pair of Filas again after wearing those shoes. And what's even worse, the second pair, I sold them to a friend of mine because I didn't want the shoes. Fila and me, nope.
Well,
nope.
Fila, Puma.
I had Pro Wings.
Converse,
Wow.
but by the way, Converse is like sky high now. So
Man,
They are.
Converse is definitely sky high. Remember British Knights? I do the XY. Oh no, that was K Swiss. I'm on the live stream in my K Swiss.
yes. Adidas.
Until my cousin started working, that cousin right there started working at Models. I had Pro Wings, and that's why I wore dress shoes everywhere.
Angela paused on us.
Did I? No, I'm not moving.
No. Fine on mine.
Yeah,
I can still hear you. It's Marlon. Marlon, you must be
Marlon's
messed up.
paused.
You moving
Really?
fine on my side.
Because Angela was the only one that was paused.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she's paused now.
No, I'm not. I'm good.
I can hear you.
He said,
Right.
That's what that vegan food do to you on the internet. It pauses you.
No, you're
no, he
paused.
paused.
You're like
He
delayed.
paused.
Yeah.
I'm just coming up with excuses. I don't care.
Quentin said your internet needs to wash his hands.
Man, go jump on your little junior Peloton and leave me alone. deliver food or whatever you doing. What time is it? Ooh, yikes.
Yeah.
Surprised they ain't called back. Cool. Maybe they fell asleep. I'm just kidding, man. It's like 2:00 over there now. Or what time is it over there?
All right. Good night.
It's 12:34. So yeah.
Where? For who?
Japan.
Oh.
So
who's in Japan?
The other part of the company.
Oh, your company.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, all right. Is there a good cheesesteak in DC? No.
Is Philly really the only place you can get a good Philly cheesesteak?
First and foremost, it is not called a Philly cheesesteak. If it is called a Philly cheesesteak, it is not going to be good.
And so Maryland doesn't even try to do that. That's why I was telling Quentin, I was like, Maryland calls it a steak and cheese, which is disgusting. But there is a place that's like, it's okay. Like if like you're really craving a cheesesteak, this is the place where Mommy used to go when I grew up. Like if she was craving a cheesesteak, then she would go to this one place. I think Jimmy Shops, I think it's called Jiffy Shops. I don't know. I would have to go back past Suitland and see what it's called, but it's still there.
So the closest
it'll do.
It'll do to only disappoint you like a 7 out of 10.
No, I mean it was like it would do to hold her over until we went to Philly the next time and got a cheesesteak.
So listen, Quentin says Jersey Mike's is excellent. I'm about to ban his ass from the chat.
Jersey Mike's.
Jersey Mike's.
Yo, they cut the buns in half. You don't cut the bun in half.
So what they cut the bun in half?
And even I know
the roll. I'm sorry.
I know Jersey Mike don't have cheese.
They cut the roll in half, like literally split the roll. No.
Oh.
No. I'm sorry. There was a place. There used to be this place called South Street Steaks. It was in College Park. That was the one place where I could definitively say I would go and get a cheesesteak from there because they shipped Amoroso rolls in every single day. And it just so happened we were in College Park and we stumbled upon this place called South Street Steaks, and they are long gone. But when we worked in Greenbelt, we used to, what was that face?
Because Travis said Double T Diner.
Well, see, he also says they have a good steak and cheese. There's your level set right there.
I told you, Maryland does not call it. They know better. We too close.
What up, Mr. Chachi? How you doing this evening? No.
Difference, guys. What's the difference?
Huh?
What's the difference?
What's the difference
between the steak and cheese and the cheesesteak?
The preparation, Jimmy.
See, I've never been to Philly, so I don't know.
I'm trying to think. Oh, so you know how you make your head cheese or your that pot of soup, a stew?
Yes.
If somebody is making it in a big old cauldron versus somebody's making it in a saucepan, there's a difference. And if somebody takes that attention and does it in that big old vat versus just doing it on top of the stove, and they cheat and they use like a little bit of extra ingredient rather than putting in the bones and breaking down the stock and taking the time and attention to make it the best that they possibly could, that's what it is. It's just cheating. They don't do it right. Like, you can go into a cheesesteak place. If you go into a cheesesteak place and you hear them on a griddle with the two paddles, clink, 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 I'm telling you, it's a sound. If you don't go into the cheesesteak place and hear that sound, walk out. Walk away. Walk away. I'm telling you, it's all in the sound.
And like the person, it's more of a flip than
they put like the whole case of meat on the griddle at one time. Telling you,
it's like the Salvation Army bell.
Bruh.
You never
Oh
forget
my-
it.
So what you're saying is I can't use Cheez-Its? I mean, steak them?
No, so I'm telling you, Marlon, I have a personal aversion to steak-'em, right? Because when we first moved to Maryland and we couldn't get a cheesesteak, we were like, "Oh, steak-'em it's good enough." No, it's not.
No,
It's
steak-ups are
not.
disgusting. So the first engagement, used to only that was the only thing he knew how to do was make steakums, and it was disgusting.
Thank you, Angela. 'Cause that's exactly what happened to me. I had a girlfriend, and what she would always get, and was proud of it. I'm like,
No.
you know, there's different meat. You're in the
Not
area.
meat, is it? Is
Like-
it meat? I mean, you might as well be vegetarian.
Pretty much. Eating mushrooms off a burnt pan.
He said Delisandro. He's like, I ain't got time for that line, but I've never been to a place that had a line. Like when we go to the
So
place
here's the
on-
thing.
on
Here's the
South-
thing. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So let's just break this down. You'd rather go into a place and eat that has no line. That means that people don't go in there and eat. I'd much rather.
I'm not saying that.
I got to agree with that.
I
But
mean,
do have an issue if there's no.
if there is a line, that means it's good enough to be able to withstand the people needing to stand in line to get the food. Guess
we
what?
had to wait for stuff, but we never I'm not lining up around the corner. First of all, at my big age, I ain't lining up for nothing. But we had to wait, but we never stood. And I remember being in line, but not wrapped around a corner or nothing like that.
So, but see, here's the thing: at Delisandro's, it's different, right? Because the reason it looks the way that it does is because they cook the steaks in batches, so it looks worse than it is. Just like I said, they take a case of meat and put it on the griddle, and they're cooking a case of meat. So what ends up happening is they'll take 10 orders and cook 10 orders. Take 10 orders and cook 10 orders. Or however many, whatever the number of steaks is to get that case of meat pretty much cooked. So unfortunately, it's a waiting game, like a hurry up and wait. You place your order, and then you gotta wait for the meat to get cooked. But when they're cooking a case of meat damn near at a time, it's gonna take 10 to 15 minutes.
And that's why I was like, I remember a wait, but I don't remember a line per se.
So and that's the thing, because if you don't know how it works at Delisandro's, and maybe I need to break it down for you, Quentin, you go in, you stand in line to place your order, and then once you place your order, you just stand off to the side and you mull around, and you're just standing there waiting to see your name. They've got to the point where you see your name on a damn TV on a board, and hey, your order is ready. And they have a speaker, a PA, where they're yelling your name. Quentin, come get your cheesesteak. Andrew, come get your cheesesteak. Angela, get your cheesesteak. Marlon, your cheesesteak is ready. Okay? And that's the whole thing. You're not standing in line per se. You just are waiting.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I was like. I remember waiting. I don't ever remember standing in line.
What? I'm not that hungry.
No. Yes, you are, Marlon. Once you had it right one.
And then,
so hold on.
But then he talking about something they don't deliver. You don't want your cheesesteak delivered?
Oh my God, man! This
is you got you quitting delivering.
This is some
Marlon,
old
get you something to eat on the way there.
This is some old millennial stuff right there. Because the whole thing is just right.
There's a market right there for you, Quentin. Deliver cheesesteaks.
Go to Delisandro's and be the delivery person. But hold on, so let's read this comment. Quentin says, Philly is known for cheesesteaks. I should be able to get a good one in many places, right though? No. Just because I'm in Maryland.
You're in North
Carolina. Because you're in Maryland,
you can get a good crab cake
down
oh my
here,
gosh,
you can get a good one in
you're in North Carolina. You can
select
good
places.
barbecue everywhere you go. That is absolutely not true.
Thank you, Marlon, bringing it back to barbecue.
Yeah,
because you can go to Texas and get some shit barbecue. Be in Texas.
Not at my house.
Well.
You can have barbecue for supper over there.
Oh yeah,
that's right.
but I'm telling you, it's not the right. Just because that person is in that city and they are making the thing that is famous in that city does not mean it's good. No.
That is not
No,
true at
and
all.
a hill I will die on, because no, it is not the same. Same thing. You go to Kansas City, you can get horrible burnt ends. Kansas City is known for burnt ends, and there are some good burnt ends, and then there's the rest. Like there's the rest.
And you can use New York.
Anything. Oh yeah,
New York.
pizza.
Everybody's pizza. No, not
No.
everybody's.
I was just
No.
about to mention One Bite,
Mm-mm.
like how he goes around testing stuff.
Man.
It's people who, believe it or not, take advantage of the region's food specialty.
So I won't even say that, Marlon, because what I found, and the reason why I found people who don't like cheesesteaks when they go to Philly is because they've had something lackluster and they don't know any better. And I feel the same thing holds true when it comes to beer, when it comes to barbecue, when it comes to pizza, when it comes to lasagna, when it comes to almost anything, bagels. They've had something that's lackluster, but that in their mind is the perfect thing. So even if it's like, well, my mom makes the best bagel, my mom makes the best cheesesteaks, and then when they go and have a real cheesesteak, they're like, oh, there's too much meat on the sandwich. How?
But you literally can't blame them especially with your analogy. And I'm gonna tell you why. Calm down, because you.
No. I get it. I know what you're about to say, and they don't. I'm telling you, it's just a matter of they not knowing any better.
And it may be true, but you're literally telling them something that they grew up on.
Marlon, I get it. But the whole thing is this: if a whole industry has been created and it is back behind a certain restaurant or a certain means, and you say my mom who made it at home made it better, no, that's just what you were accustomed to, and you were raised differently. Bless your heart.
And honestly, you may not want to use that argument because your mom could have been an actually sucky cook. And
Yeah, agreed. I agree, definitely, wholeheartedly. But the whole thing is, you don't know better. And just like, people all the time, people love Samuel Adams beer. That stuff is horrible. It's horrible. Horrible. But people swear by it because that's what they were brought up on, and that's the beer that they have in their minds as the baseline for beer. That stuff is crap. And people give crap. People are like, oh, Bud Light and Miller Light and Bud, those are horrible beers. No, they're actually like this. Like, you can't be there's no off-putting bit.
I wouldn't know anymore.
Yeah, well,
I like my Bud Light, so I'm sorry.
I like Bud Light too.
I feel like they're also not trying to be something.
Yeah. Yep.
You know what I mean?
I'm a Miller Lite person. I'm a Miller Lite person myself. But you know what? I think
not no Natty. That's some Maryland stuff. He done said double T. He done Natty Boy, like
Natty Bo, yeah.
Natty Bo, whatever it is.
I'm telling you, Natty Bo is not bad though.
Is that a beer?
Yes.
It's a Maryland beer.
So it used to be made in Maryland, but it's now made in Milwaukee. And the whole thing is, it's called National Bohemian. But no one calls it National Bohemian. It's called Natty Bo. It's affectionately known as Natty Bo. But Natty Bo is a good, inexpensive beer, and I'm not even going to label it cheap. It's a good, inexpensive beer.
But
what it is.
But goes into the category Milwaukee, known for their beer. Green Bay, known for their.
It was originally out of Maryland though. Like people who like the taste, tasted it first in Maryland because it's a Maryland beer.
Yeah, definitely.
It even had I don't know what I didn't know it was in Milwaukee now, but it used to have the Maryland state flag on there.
Yeah, but it's brewed in Milwaukee now. Mr. Winkles. I thought his name was Bo.
I thought it was too.
If you guys don't know what we're talking about, hold on. I'll pull up a picture of.
Dash to learn a new skill on this thing.
No, I didn't learn a new skill. I knew how to do this. I just hadn't really. I don't really do the. I won't say the StreamYard. That's the, I won't say the problem, but that's why. All right, so percent shares.
They call him Mr. Winkles.
Oh, because he's winking.
Oh yeah. I never. That's
I
so
I
funny.
honestly have no idea what that is.
It is
You
Mr.
gotta
Bro,
see-
though.
He's about to pull up. Yes. Well, that's the Pringle. Oh no, that's the
No,
Natty.
no, no.
That's that is it.
Yeah. So the whole thing is that's the Natty Bow logo, and
Hey, they got a
It's-
payment plan. I'm in.
well, so the whole thing is National Bohemian, and it used to be made in Baltimore, but it's now made in, and I can't see, but it, like on the can, on the side of the can or back of the can, it says it's brewed in Milwaukee.
There's the one with the Maryland flag in the background.
Okay,
This
okay. I'm sorry. So we're not going to talk about this dude ain't got but one eye.
He's winking.
I have winked plenty of times. I ain't never lost an eye.
He
Marlon,
said, "This is great
He's-
beer."
he's drunk. I mean,
This is great
Why you-
beer, and his eye fell off.
Right?
look, I mean, come on now.
This is good beer. Good clink.
Look, would you rather drink beer or eat spinach? I mean, because Popeye, when he was doing his thing, he kind of like squinted and, you know.
Squinted. I can still see his eye. The eye that squinted. That dude ain't got an eye. One eye closed, one eye missing.
One eye
What
missing.
am I doing? What's wrong?
Big difference, I guess.
Huge difference. Huge difference.
He didn't even have an eyebrow.
He lost his whole.
That's true. That is a little suspect. Where does eyebrow go?
He lost everything.
They need a new
Y'all
marketing
ain't even
director.
looking at me.
Oh, yes. So,
I know
so hold
somebody
on.
out of work.
You know what's crazy, right? So, all right, present, share screen. Hold on, I gotta put this back up here, because again, those of us who have lived in Baltimore or in Maryland, will get this. So, the Utz girl,
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's a horrible picture.
Oh, that's a bad one.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Ah.
funny. The Utz girl married Natty Bow.
Yes,
What the
I love it.
yes, because they're two Maryland things.
Yes.
Maryland. The Utz chips are made in Hanover. I think it's
Pennsylvania.
Hanover.
Yeah.
No, is it
Hanover.
Hanover, Pennsylvania?
Yeah, it's Hanover, Pennsylvania.
All right.
I-
So
Oh,
that's the folks that has like the bar snacks and stuff.
Yes, Utz chips.
Okay.
Okay, I got
Or, or out of towners say, oops.
They don't know what the hell it's
We
saying.
have chips.
Look, Bose and Huns. Yeah. Oh, so here we
I
go.
love that.
Utz chips. So she's the
Yeah.
Utz
Okay. There
girl.
we go.
And
Right.
it's really fantastic, and I really appreciate the Utz. What was it, woman or girl or what is it?
Yeah, she's the Utz girl. I'm sure she has a
Crab
name
chip.
too.
The fact that
But
the
so
Utz
here's
girl
the thing, right? So can
ignored
you see
it.
this?
She ain't got an eye.
These three things are Maryland. All right. Old Bay, Utz chips, and this is specifically the crab chip. And then Natty Boh, National Bohemian Beer.
I
Those
don't
are-
like the crab chips.
I don't like them
they're
either.
too salty,
They're too salty. Yep, for me too.
but
So Obey,
So is that a chip you eat with
chip.
crabs, or are they flavored like crab?
they're flavored with
like
Old Bay
crab.
seasoning.
Yeah.
Ah.
Obey,
That's
Utz
Baltimore.
chips, Stevie Wonder Jr.
Marlon waited so long to.
He been
Yeah.
he been
To say
sitting on
that.
that all night.
Yeah, he was.
I wasn't sitting there all night. I'm just looking at this
That's
dude
pretty-
that has no eye.
That's
He
pretty
has one
genius
eye.
how you
Oh, my
steered us
goodness.
all
That's
this
still
way.
one eye.
And probably his mustache.
Scroll down with that. Now scroll up. Right
Oh,
there.
shoot.
Now
Jesus.
scroll
Sorry.
sideways.
Well, so they like completed each other's eyes. Hold on, I know which one. This one. This
Yeah,
one
right
here.
there. Yeah.
They completed each other's eyes.
She had
Aw.
two eyes though.
No, but yeah. So it's covered up.
Oh, because it's a heart. I love it. It's a heart.
Marlon is cracking up.
It's a what?
Oh, it's a heart.
It's a heart with their heads. Oh, that's so cute.
So I'm
don't
I'm
know.
trying to figure out if I would actually buy a product because this was on it.
It's not about the product because her being on it. Like so here are the two logos basically. And
I love that. Oh, that's so Maryland.
yes, it is.
I love that.
As someone
here
who's not
for it.
from, see, and that's the whole thing. Like you see how my cousin is into it because she's like, "Oh my gosh, it's so Maryland." I'm not from Maryland, but I can appreciate it because I've been living here long enough to understand what it means. And someone like if I'm out and about and I see somebody that has a shirt that says 215 something or Go Birds or something, and I can be like, "Yo, or John." If I see somebody I saw somebody, I was out, and the dude had on the shirt that said John, and I
the
was
guy
like,
on Fresh Prince or the what's it called, Bel Air, he wore a John hoodie.
Yo, I was like,
huh?
Hold on, damn it, Marlon. I just turned the John off. Hold on.
Oh god.
So Jerry said he's gonna stay with Mexican cold beers.
This one, Marlon, that's the one you want?
That's the only way they're gonna drive.
The us girl has two eyes. The us girl has two eyes, and her hair don't look like that either. Her hair is usually cover her.
Okay, sweetheart.
I'm gonna say her hair usually cover her ears.
Here's the deal, sweetheart. You're gonna have to keep looking left. I'm gonna keep looking right. We keep communicating, and we're gonna get where we're going.
I love. Oh my gosh, I'm about to go on Etsy after this.
Let her drive though, because left on the drive.
I love it.
Better hide Angela's credit cards.
I would put it up here, but just people be watching this afterwards.
No, I mean, but see, the whole thing is like it just go too far. Like, why do you need a Utz sweater?
Yeah,
can y'all see that?
I can see if you don't live here anymore.
It's marketing. It's flat out marketing.
No, but when you don't live here anymore, they no longer sell Utz. Once you get past North Carolina, they don't sell Utz anymore. So and it's like.
So you buy a $70 shirt?
Huh? No, I mean it's just nostalgia. Like if you're from here, you want to rep here. You don't have that's saying you're from Maryland without saying you're from Maryland. If somebody see you with that shirt on, the only way they know it's one of those. If you know, you know. But it's not like putting it out there. I'm from Maryland, you know.
And if you don't know, you're asking some questions.
No, people
they don't.
That's the whole conversation. What the hell is that?
If you know, that's what it is. If you
this was literally the whole conversation you're gonna have is, what the hell are you wearing?
My
you're not from Maryland.
Shirt. Now the one piece, the hoodie, the whatever pajamas, that's a lot.
Dash.
Yeah.
Please don't tell me those are shorts.
What are shorts?
Go back. There was shorts. Right there.
You got them in your size.
Yeah, the very first one.
Oh, wow.
Gosh.
Those are swim
I have
trunks.
crabs.
Kemper, I'm going to need you to get a pair of those.
Oh, yes. I think Kemper would get those.
I think Kemper does have a pair of those.
What's up, Thyron? How you doing, man? I'm sorry I kind of slacking on the camera.
Us in Florida now?
Yeah.
TNT
Because there's Wawas. There's Wawas down there, so you probably can get them from the Wawas. That's what's up.
He says I have Route 1 apparel.
So they have we have
Utz chips here in North Carolina. So I mean, we're not gonna dress up in their stuff because we have an education, but we have those chips here.
So we've gone from fake meat to crab shorts.
Fake meat to
Don't
one
forget the pickles.
Quentin already apologized. He said Bumpy will try to be better next week, bud.
We're sorry, Bumpy, because I'm sure he's probably getting heated because we're talking about Baltimore and Maryland.
This is why Dash don't
He probably getting excited too. He probably looking it up too.
I said, this is why you don't do these type of shows, because we get to wilding out and
Bruh, I don't mind. Look,
lose
we've
it
been
out.
at
All the
this.
more reason to tune in.
This is exactly,
How many
Marcus.
people are watching now?
15, and 6 of them are right here. Well, I don't actually have a window open with the live stream going, so actually I think I'm going to go ahead and open up a window so I can inflate my numbers. How about that? So I'm gonna open a new window. Yep. And
Oh, let me get that
content.
incognito window out.
Says, but North Carolina could take their shirt off, twisted around their heads, and spin it like a helicopter. But we can't have a one-eyed beard.
No. But the whole spinning around your head, and that was Florida. That wasn't North Carolina.
No, it was North Carolina. North Carolina, raise up, take your shirt off.
Dude, the whole song start off with North Carolina, come on and raise up, take your shirt off, twist around your head, look like a helicopter, South Carolina, come on and raise up, what do you do?
Marlon just
You,
did.
us.
Wow.
What kind of cigar was that?
That's an old song, but boy,
That is an old
I don't even
song.
know why that just pumps me up.
Yo, look, because that's the only song that's got North Carolina in it. That's why.
Wow.
And then they did all
am I
cities.
wrong?
Baltimore is a haven for these type of songs.
Excuse me.
Okay.
I live in Baltimore. I am from Philadelphia. And it's not that Baltimore is a haven. There is a dance or, like a Baltimore club music scene. I mean, I won't say I don't subscribe, but I am aware of that Baltimore music scene. That is about the extent.
Tell it, Travis.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
Peter Pan, mother. What?
Oh, he like Baltimore club music is trash. Bumpy gonna get you. Whoop, whoop,
Who said that?
Travis.
What?
The scene gotta say
Oh.
double T got good cheesesteak.
Baltimore music.
Uh-oh.
Steak and cheese.
I don't know, man. I'm not gonna say Baltimore club is trash because, man, in Philly, we leased off of the Baltimore club music for real.
Yeah.
Between the Baltimore club music and the dance hall, yo, what? Couldn't tell us nothing.
We never. Now I can literally say North Carolina can't sit there and go North Carolina music. Like, dude, we didn't have North Carolina music.
Yeah,
I had
they
one
did.
song.
No, we had Florida. We had Florida.
That's true.
Bay.
It
We
was
had Miami.
The Florida bounce,
Yeah.
I mean not Florida bounce, the
Miami base.
yes, the Miami base. There it is.
But that's the closest we got. There ain't nothing in North Carolina that's go. Oh, that's North Carolina. No, it's not.
Because see, South Carolina had the shag. All of that was beach music.
I feel like the problem in Baltimore though is you start to compare to DC.
No, we
Like-
don't. No, they
Yeah,
don't.
because
I'm not saying like it's
Go-Go,
out.
DC has
Go-Go,
Go-Go.
Like,
Go-Go
No, that's
and
what I'm
Baltimore
saying.
Club are two different things.
Totally
no, that's
different
not what I'm
thing.
saying. I'm not saying they're the same. I'm saying like I'm like you have to kind of choose.
Well, no, you don't. The location that you live in will choose for you. Like if you say I'm from Baltimore and you come like we don't mess with you. Like, but if you say I'm from
Agreed.
DC and you
So,
go to Baltimore, they don't
that's
mess
just
with
like-
you. So
But that's just like saying, oh, I'm from Pennsylvania. If you live closer to Philly, you an Eagles fan. If you live closer to Pittsburgh, you a Steelers fan. The geography chose for you which music you listen to.
exactly.
Your parents
Because
ill
we're having a
decisions.
fight right now with California with UNC.
Why? Oh, why?
Because UNC is University of North Carolina. UNC in California, University of California,
That's Northern California.
of Northern California.
Nah, UNC
We've
is
always
North
been saying
Carolina.
for the longest time, dude,
Nah.
nobody hears the word UNC and think of you California.
TNT. I thought TNT was out in I thought TNT was out in Iowa. But I thought he might have moved to Iowa. Because I thought TNT was.
He said he in Florida. but lives
there we
in
go.
Iowa.
Okay.
There we go.
I'm from
I'm like,
TNT was the one that got the other. Was he the one that got the other girl from Jimmy?
No.
Okay, because
I believe
it
it was
got
somewhere
the grill.
in Iowa. Yeah, no.
That is a big jump from Florida to Iowa.
Yep.
Like
That's a big culture shock.
Just
that
don't
is,
ask
yeah,
Marlon.
that's a huge culture shock.
Don't ask Marlon. Don't ask Marlon. Just let it be.
I'm just curious. I'm not leaving North Carolina until I retire. And
Where are you going after you retire?
man, my wife been determined that she's gonna retire in Florida, and I keep saying no.
It depends where in Florida.
Australia.
But by
It
the time
depends.
you know what, I've come to the conclusion that you know what, you really don't really have to be married to death do us part. So when it's time to retire and she wants to move to Florida, live your best life. I'm not moving to Florida.
Listen, I'm not gonna say, but I know somebody in the same exact situation. One person's still there. One person moved to Florida.
We go to Florida every year. We all kiss me Florida every year. I know Florida. We go down there every year. I don't want to move to Florida. I surprised.
Put your foot down, Marlon. Put your foot down.
No, I'm. It's amazing to me that I can actually put my laptop on the deck. And it don't turn off because of the humidity that got into the laptop and it turned my. I have no desire whatsoever to go to Florida.
I got you, Marlon. I'm in Texas, and guess where my ex is? Florida.
So
And
not
guess
all
what
your
she
ex-
says? All my
not all
exes
your
live in.
exes- yeah. It was
Well
too
played,
easy.
Angela. Well
Marlon
played.
puts his foot down. He's about to get beat with a hairdryer.
You got that
It won't
issue.
even be his.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, I have no desire. I literally right at my age right now, I have no desire to actually move. I have no problem moving to a different house or something like that. But just to move to a state just cause they have beaches, like great.
North Carolina got beaches.
Yeah, I'm like, go travel, go see all the beaches in Florida and everything. I don't have to go with you. I'm not a beach person to begin with.
I don't want to go to Florida beaches. Florida beaches have sharks. Florida beaches have alligators. There's much nicer places in this world than a Florida beach.
We just went to North Topsail 2 weeks ago in North Carolina.
Topsail NXT wrestling. Just go ahead.
Is that what I saw those people doing?
Yeah.
On the beach.
Yep, wrestling.
That's what you told the kids, right?
Yeah.
I feel like we need to start a new drinking game. Every time Marlon says wrestling, we got to drink.
Y'all gonna be the most sober people on the face of the planet. But no, I have no desire to go move to Florida. This is nothing for me.
Jimmy, I see you over there.
You done for the night?
Let's go 4 hours.
Listen.
No, I got 2 more, and then y'all can hold a conversation until the sun come up. I'm out.
I'm getting ready to go to sleep too. Well,
they haven't called me. Cool.
Are you on call right now, Marlon?
I'm always on call.
Oh, I am too.
As soon as they call, I push the timer.
I don't push the timer. Well, I do, but I know that I'm not sitting in front of my computer for 8 hours. So,
well, I mean, if they wouldn't call. If they haven't called by this time, they're not calling because they're really nice people, and they know the time frame. So they try to get me as close to it's time to go to bed as they can, but they know it's like we're not gonna mess with you. Now, one time we did have an a-hole manager who just decided that, hey, we're gonna call you at 12 o'clock lunchtime. You do realize your 12 o'clock is my 11 p.m. So why?
Yeah, I'm in the good graces of the program manager on our government contract because they had a high priority ticket, and she called, and it was like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, "Hello," and she's like, "Wow, you answered." That's what we're contractually obligated to do. Not that I really wanted to answer this phone at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, it's they're pretty cool people. The people before them was
left a lot to be desired, huh?
I have a issue with repeating myself at the very least more than twice. I can understand repeating myself twice because you didn't catch it the first time.
Hold on, you're breaking up, Marlon. Say that again.
Say it again.
I was asking you to say what you were saying because you were breaking up.
Oh, I was saying that I have no issue repeating myself twice. Like, just being realistic. Like, you say something.
But what happens if you have internet issues and just like again, like right now? So like if I was to ask you like repeat yourself one more time, say it one more again, you know.
On the
He'd be
internet,
ready to wrestle you.
On the phone, on the internet is fine. On the phone, it's an issue.
But Marlon, you were fine the whole time. I was just doing that to be.
I know. I was trying to be your Albert to your Costello, so you messed the whole thing up. Who's on first just fell through. But I have an issue always.
I don't know who's on third.
I have an issue repeating myself more than twice. And the group before then was just. How did you get this job? Can I start with that baseline and just work from there?
What? I fished many Florida beaches while I was there. Gators and sharks aren't that bad. Yeah, okay.
I do really want to go deep sea fishing though in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
I really do.
Yeah. Hey, before we, I didn't know I won't say I didn't know it was public knowledge, but I want to also congratulate Thyron. I heard through the grapevine that he was on the was it America's Next Barbecue? Perfect music time in there.
Who did that?
I don't know. That was just somebody's phone.
That was my notification going off. Let me know Dash is live.
3 hours later. So, all right, Travis, be easy, man.
Okay.
Be easy, Travis. Thank you, man. So what's crazy, Thyron, is I actually, of course, I won't say of course, but I got contacted to do that show as well, and I got pretty far into the interview process, and I didn't say anything to anybody about it when I did it, but I got to the point where I did a live cook for someone via Zoom. But when I found out, like I said, I heard through the grapevine, I was like, oh, a couple people that I knew were on the show. I'm like, cool. So definitely, I know the NDA and like, dude, those NDAs were crazy that I had to sign. And like I said, I didn't say anything to anybody about it.
What show is this?
It's like America's Next Barbecue Battle or Barbecue Battle something.
It's on Netflix?
It's on Netflix. So he's on the second season. But like I said, I wasn't making mention of it until I heard that it was public knowledge. So Mario came in and said, Smoking Joe played that Netflix trailer. Congrats, Thyron. So yes. I don't even think he's still here. Are you still here, Thyron, or what?
Oh, he just said I'm out.
That was Travis.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm about to be out too because I gotta get up in the morning. So I want to say thank you to you guys. Definitely appreciate you hanging out. Those of you, Kent, say thanks to Kent and thanks to Bumpy as well for popping on earlier. But you lot.
Thanks for letting me on.
Oh, come on, man.
Well,
I don't
TNT
say I'll let
barbecue
anybody.
said yes, so that's who you was talking to.
Yes, that saying he's still here. But yeah, like I said, I heard it through the barbecue grapevine, if you will. That somebody that I because somebody was talking about it, and they were talking about who was on the show, and I was like, yo, I didn't make it. Like I was close, but I didn't make it. So, but yeah. Anyway. Yeah.
What happened to your steak ventures?
So the whole thing was I went to, and the last time I went to Philly and I went to Delisandro's. I did not film it because I was trying to just get something to eat. I mean, real talk. So that was the whole thing. I didn't actually film anything while I was there, but I want to say maybe the next time I go up there, I can try and film something. But I can also try to link up with Quentin if he's still up there. But I don't know when I'm going to get to Philly next. It's.
I thought you had a gig for your uncle.
I do. Oh shoot! But that's in. Is that the end of May or? I don't.
Not invited.
No.
Wow.
I'm good. I'm great.
I would like to publicly announce that I'm no longer the cousin. I don't know what the dynamic of this family is, and I do not want to be a part of it.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah.
I mean,
It is.
so like for real, like it literally is great. But I mean, every family has their own dynamics, right? So as you're growing up, like people grow up and people have their own personalities, and my personality just clashes with another family member's personality, and that's fine. It's okay.
You don't have anything to do with them Impossible Burgers?
No. Again, this is 12 years, and everything was good before the 12 years. But there's also every family has like a family member that keeps people together, right? And I think my mom was like that person that like made sure that everybody got together and that everybody was doing stuff. And my mom passed away in 2006. And I think that was a big thing for our family. But then everybody still came around because my grandmother was alive. But then my grandmother passed in 2017. So like, just things just naturally start falling apart when you lose like those people that kept everybody together and made sure that the family stayed together. So, I mean, it's
I wound up marrying into that family where it's a
tight-knit group.
It's a set schedule without actually being a set schedule that, yes, we are going to be together. Like, we don't say, yes, you are going to come together. Like when I say I go down to Florida, the Florida thing is no more than the family reunion of everybody. But
that was my grandmother. She organized those trips. Like she would organize a trip. Like we would travel together once a year as a family. And
but we only had one organized family reunion.
Yep, we have. So it wasn't like a family trip. It was a church family and family trip.
every other year they went on a cruise. Yep. We went on a cruise every other year.
And it wasn't even just the family, it was the sorority, the family, and the church family. So, my grandmother, she was the social butterfly. Everyone knew who she was. Everywhere she went, oh, that's Clara right there. No, that's Miss Harris, or whatever it was.
And they knew all her kids. And they knew all her grandkids.
Yep.
Like
couldn't go anywhere without. Oh, you one of Clara's. Shit. Yep.
I let me tell you this story. Then I got to get up out of here before you wind up seeing the top of my head. I messed with my wife for the longest time, and I'll tell you the story. I'll tell you the punchline at the end of the story.
You do what?
My wife. So when we got married, God knows why we got married and then had the reception in the church reception hall, because that would never happen again. But part of the reception is that you are supposed to go separately or together and go introduce her family to your family, and vice versa. It's just introducing everybody to know everybody. You don't know how cringe-worthy it is for us to go, hey, this is Uncle such and such. I want to introduce you to such and such. And they look at you and go, oh, yeah, we already know each other. Yeah, we go way back. We went to school together or went to church together and everything else. So I started looking at my wife and going, I think
that sounds like Philly. Yep.
We be cousins.
You have that. You have that. So
like
the
Philly,
funny thing,
man.
so what happened was we found out that my grandmother last name happens to be her grandmother's last name. So I kept looking at her like, okay, look, we related, but we really too deep into this relationship now, so we need to make a decision. Got to find out her grandmother married into the family. So I was like, oh.
We can have kids now.
Yeah, basically.
We have an eye like right here.
I'm like, oh.
Or a lack of eye, and then look like Natty Bo.
Explain the one eye cringe.
Wrap it up.
So it's one of those things was like, you don't know how small your world is.
Oh, I do.
Or how big your world is until you have family reunions, especially when they, oh yeah, we already know each other. Oh yeah, I went to school with her. Yeah, we already know each other. And I just pulled my wife to the side and went, look, here's the deal. We may be related, but we already done signed on papers. So what you want to do?
Cheaper to keep her.
Well, it's been 19.
All right, better get it right.
It'll be 19 years.
She's going to watch this tomorrow.
It'll be 19 years, May 1st. So obviously she kept me because whatever.
Dude, you know what's crazy, Marlon? It'll be 19 years for me on May 24th.
We're related.
Probably are.
Probably not.
You know what's crazy though? I work with somebody, and out of strange, I was talking to our administrative assistant, and I was saying something about our anniversary, and I was like, yeah, blah blah blah. My wife and I anniversary is coming up. It's like this weekend, it's Saturday. It fell on a Saturday this year, and she's like, oh, it's crazy. This other guy, his anniversary is on Saturday as well, and I'm like, oh really? Whatever. So I go past his desk and I'm like, hey, I heard from Val that your anniversary is coming up. And he's like, yeah, it's on Saturday, yada yada. I said, oh, well, what year did you get married? And he said 2004. I said, no way. I got married on the same exact day. I'm like, where did you get married? He's like, oh, we got married in Vegas. I said, oh, hell, I got married on the East Coast. My marriage is longer. I'm going to walk off. I said, I've been married longer than you. I'm gonna go ahead on around the corner. So every time I saw him, I every now and again I'd be like, happy anniversary. So, but yeah, I'm like, our marriage was 3 years older than his marriage or so.
And you don't even pay any attention to how many years have gone by.
Oh yeah, no,
it just flows.
Just
seems
day,
like
man.
Forever, doesn't it?
It just really does. It's just like
Jimmy hit the reset button, but Grumpus, you hit the reset button too, didn't you?
Several times.
Oh man, shit!
Wow.
How long?
Hey, if I get this one raised, I'm not having any more.
How long have you been married this time, Grumpus?
15 years.
Jeez, I got you beat. Damn, I feel good.
Grumpus, I applaud.
10 years on the first one, 20 years on the second one.
Well, I
applaud
hit the
you
reset button and my computer never came back on. So
I literally said that, Grumpus. Like I told. Go ahead,
Lightweight.
How long you been married now?
38 years.
And that's a reset on you, right? That was a reset?
Yeah. It's 5 years the first time.
Mm.
I told my wife.
Yeah, but I tell everybody I've been married for 40 years.
Yeah,
Which you have, but just not to the same person.
I told my wife, if
Talk about
this
a
marriage
dad
don't work
joke.
out, I'm not worrying about it. I'm not doing this again. And I meant it.
I said that
just
after
want
the
my
second
program
one.
to
I said, cut my
restart,
tongue out
like-
before I can ask the question.
If this marriage does not work out, I will be the biggest hoe in North Carolina you have ever seen. I am not starting over at all. At all. I don't. Hi,
That's
how
why
you
you
doing?
only
My
said
name
three
is-
Jacksons in your life.
You telling me too much information. I don't even know your name. No.
Look, so you know it's funny because Andrew got real quiet. Look at him.
Well, you know what,
I'm
Marlon?
packing up.
I got.
I'm putting all my
This
stuff
may,
away.
I was watching him. He was like, 38 years. Like, ooh, let me. I'm just gonna go ahead and do other things so I don't get picked on.
This may be a little bit too much information, but my wife left on a Friday, and I got a vasectomy on Monday.
Nothing wrong with that, man.
Just a little gift to myself.
Look.
Just in case you're wondering, Marlon.
Wait, they did it on Mondays back then. They did mine on a Friday.
I had mine scheduled before she left.
Yours stayed on the refrigerator on the to-do list for years.
It did. It really did.
You even had a kid while it was on the refrigerator.
No. That was it. Taste test number 3 was before it was on the refrigerator. It was seriously.
Okay.
It was because the whole thing was I waited 3 years after she was born before I was like, all right, you know what?
What you waiting for?
Shit.
It was on the refrigerator forever. I even knew it was on his things to do list.
Look,
It's a bucket
Like
list.
every time you go in the refrigerator,
yeah.
you ain't got this done yet. Come on.
Y'all knock yourselves out. Everything I was born with, I'm leaving with.
Telling you.
But he kept having kids.
Hey, Marlon,
I
it
got
takes the worry
5.
out of being close.
I don't prove my point.
Yeah, and that's why.
Marlon, do you have any idea how attractive women find you when they find that out?
I don't know. I just hope my wife don't die because I'm letting you know, die or divorce. I'm about to find out. Let you know, we not.
Hold up. Damn it, not that one. This one. That one.
That's perfect.
Yes. I'm telling you, dude. All right. So, so Grumpus said he went on Monday. The doctor, and I affectionately call him Dr. Chop, right?
Yeah.
So Dr. Chop only does vasectomies on Fridays. The whole thing is you go in on the Friday, you heal up all weekend, and then you can go back to normal activity on Monday.
I went to work Tuesday.
Listen, you know it's crazy, Grumpus? I had a catering event that Saturday afterward. Seriously, I am not lying, and I was struggling. But yes, I did. So
nah, I'm good.
Marlon, I'm telling you, dog, that's one of those worst decisions I ever made. Best because of the decision I made, worst because I waited as long as I did.
Yep, I'm good.
It ain't that big a deal.
Shit.
I ain't got nothing to prove. I'm good.
All right.
You think you're good once you
Yeah,
you're somebody's somebody's got a new baby daddy.
I was gonna say, speaking of, I gotta go let him know that it's not okay to wake up.
Gotta check the fridge.
See, he's still fresh. He's still like, should I? Shouldn't I? Should I? Shouldn't
Really?
I?
How old are you?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm 31.
Oh.
Illegal. The way he was sorting papers, it was almost like he wasn't legal. He was like, "Ooh, let me do anything but be in this conversation right now."
No.
He's wholesome.
No,
He's
I can
wholesome.
I understand because hey,
He's wholesome.
about cutting off balls. It's time for me to get a buddy.
Quentin, you are not
They
no
don't cut 'em
21.
off.
We know
You
ain't
might
no
want to do
21.
some
Well, it's okay.
research. That ain't what it is.
Nah, yeah, they don't.
It's okay. Dash knew me while I was in college. That's all right.
Yo, yeah, I did.
Hi,
I did.
Jerry.
Quit.
They don't cut them off. It's just look. This is what happens. They just unplug it.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's really it.
They don't even cut you anymore.
Oh,
Yeah.
well,
They
I don't know
just
about
kinda-
that.
Quinn says he's 21. I'll be 21 next year on my birthday too.
Mhm. That's some old people stuff. I don't age. I just, I get
You're rapping
wiser.
like-
I get fine.
My mom been 45 for the last 15 years.
My dad was always 29.
29. I might have to use that one.
But she used to look at me. I'm 45 years old. I'm like, Mom, you was 45 last year. Yeah, I was like, okay, look.
Some of us still have to
I'm
get
40,
45.
I'm 42. This math ain't working. So I'm gonna need you to like bump yours up so it'll work because this ain't working no more. You can't be 41 and I'm 42. I'm older than you. You see how this math ain't working no more?
All right. Well, look, we're gonna end this for real. It is 12:30, and I have to get up early in the morning. So thank you guys.
I'm taking the microphone off.
All right, perfect. Grumpus is gonna unplug his microphone. So thank you so very much, guys. Really do appreciate you hanging out, and we'll do this again soon. So
It's been fun.
yeah, it
Yeah.
always is. All
I
right,
always enjoy
good night.
hanging with you guys.
Good night.
Yeah, me too.
We'll see everybody in August, September.